has happened? What has happened to the world?
Another day, another dollar for John Mayer. Yeah.
Trying to make a difference.
Another day, another dollar for John Mayer. Dead forever. Dead forever?
Gonna go into debt forever.
Ever.
Johnny may or may not. Mr. Maybelline.
What you think about?
Maybe it's Maybelline.
What you think about it? It don't matter cause it's happening. There's nothing you can do about it. Just let it happen. Just lay back and let it happen. John Mayer's gonna do it to you.
One more time.
John Mayer's gonna do it to you. Let it happen. John Mayer's gonna do it to you. John Mayer's gonna do it to you. Ankles at your ears.
Hands on your knees. Hands on your knees.
Do it for Mayer.
Now do it for Toby.
Shake a little ass for Mayor.
I don't like kids jamming to that song. I've seen it.
Shake that ass for me.
No.
Shake that ass for me.
No.
Break it down and shake that ass for me.
Everybody stop. Stop the track. Stop what you're doing.
Come on, little kids.
the
Just
kids.
shake your butt.
Stop. And you stop. And you. Why are you running?
Shake your butt.
Take your shoe off. And then I throw it.
Smack your neighbor.
Kid goes down 100 feet away. With the long shot. Chocolate.
In a dream.
Chocolate. That's me slapping with my chocolate.
Chunka. A chunk of you. Chunk of you forever.
How hard? It's gonna be so hard to get a miracle ticket outside the sphere.
It's not that kind of place.
Ooh, it's never gonna happen. This shouldn't even happen. I don't know, but it doesn't matter though.
How you
It's
gonna
happen
sneak
either
in?
way.
If it's a
Don't
dome.
matter what we say.
You could be the Flash. Step right through that wall.
How you gonna drop from a drone for free?
Just phase on through.
If it's a dome, can't drop in for free.
Barry Allen's actually a huge fan.
The Flash.
Of Mickey.
Ooh, looking cool as hell.
We're just gonna keep those sunglasses on.
We just look
Yeah, what's
good.
different about it?
The sunglasses.
They just
We're
got
blind?
cool.
Yeah, we're blind.
Blind crew.
Which means we're cool as hell, dude. Blind ass jazz cats.
Yeah, 3 blind jazz cats.
Maybe blind, but I can feel.
Welcome to the Stevie Wonder
I got a
episode.
heart for it.
I got a heart full of gold for your ass. Look at how loving and considerate I am, bitch.
What a good song.
You got 2 hearts, yours and mine.
Let's put them together, make
Most people shouldn't have 2 hearts, but you do. You're like a cow or something. Multiple hearts.
You've got too many hearts. Give that back.
I've been searching for an ass tattoo.
You want an ass tab?
Tattoo on your cheek.
I was trying to do a heart of gold.
Okay.
And searching for an ass tat.
Searching for some ass tat. Ass tats.
Ass knowledge.
Little hazmat. Ass tab.
For your
Ass
ass.
tab.
Got your hazmat suit on your ass.
Your ass in the bird bath.
Yeah, get your ass in the bird bath. And
Now just imagine there's EDM playing right now. We're all hyped up.
yeah,
Maybe that just works for me.
yeah, I think
Didn't seem to work for you guys.
I think that's a
as well.
Toby thing. Toby loves to get hype. He's
Just
a hype
love
beast.
house music.
Yeah, I love getting
no,
hyped, getting hyped up, getting loosey goosey.
I do love to be influenced and hyped.
It
does feel good.
I don't like it when someone tells me to, though.
Get the fuck up
Put
and
your
dance.
put your hands in the fucking air.
No,
Put your
no,
hand-
thank you. I don't.
Dude.
Now that you've said that, I was
Actually,
like
do
here.
care.
I was about
Yeah.
here, about half mast on raising the roof, but now I'm gonna let the roof fall.
Like I just
Yeah.
don't care. I'm gonna put my hand up like I do care. How about that? Throw my hands up like
and
I just
will let the motherfucker.
I have a
burn.
question
I'm
at
gonna
the town
put the
hall.
fire out.
You know what?
I brought a fire extinguisher just for this reason. Because this shit's so fire.
Welcome to the 258th episode of a Drink and a Joint podcast. If you haven't yet, if you're
200
watching
what?
this, 258th.
Okay.
Yeah, if you haven't yet, please hit the like button. There's 22 people in here, 4 likes. We can help that ratio out a little bit. We can raise that up a little bit. Come on now, you can hit the like button. Don't be a little baby.
Go ahead.
Don't be a little baby.
That
Just
would be
do
nice.
it. Stay hitting that like button. But don't hit it more than
I'm
once
gonna
because you'll
wait
take it
until
away.
you do it.
So, Toby's gonna stop talking. I'm gonna keep talking. Houston's just gonna look pretty over there.
That's right.
Hit him with a
those-
shape.
Give him
Pull a
the-
shape for
Let
him.
them chompers shine. Oh,
No,
That's my
that's a-
triangle face.
that is a good
yeah.
shape.
But I like that triangle face though. That's a
Yeah.
good one.
It's a little turtly, but I like.
But
it.
it's not too. It's not.
not too turtly.
It's not too turtly. You're just turtly
It's
enough.
a little birdish as well.
I need to fix. I was doing a lot of profile. It's because I'm like kind of
Yeah.
like talking at
Yeah,
y'all.
get that straight on.
Give
Give
it-
us that blue steel. Do you know that one yet?
Yeah, no,
Bite
this
a
is
lip.
me.
Don't bite a lip.
I was kind of like I
Bite
wasn't
it.
like a sexy bite in my lip. It was like a thinking.
I'm trying to hurt myself.
like a
Who does that though? You're trying to get somebody to watch you biting your lip. Then
Trying to make your
you're
lip
doing it for
bleed.
attention.
waiting
Yeah.
for like waiting to.
If you don't let me out of this cuffs, I'm gonna bite my own lip
yeah,
off.
yeah, it's like,
I kind of want to see it.
That
Wait,
seems
wait.
like a decent threat. Out of all the ways to get out of cuffs, I think-
I watched a video last night of. Have you guys ever watched I Did a Thing?
no.
Yeah.
It's this Australian guy. I think
like
he's
him.
either Australian or he's from New Zealand. I think he's Australian, but he did a
Yeah.
video of him because
He's a welder.
Well,
That's where he started, I think, was doing welding
he was
stuff. And
doing
then-
this experiment because apparently there's like a wives' tale that if you can, he's like it only takes the same amount of force to bite through a carrot that it would to bite through your own finger.
Oh.
And it was just really funny to watch him, like, because he went and bought a skull, and then he made a little contraption to put weights on the skull, and it didn't take very much weight to bite through the carrot, but he went through and he got fucking, he made a mold of his finger in plaster. Well, at first he tried to use plaster, but he got his hand stuck in the plaster and had to have somebody come and beat his hand out of the plaster because it was starting to
Yeah.
heat up and burn him.
Some of his charisma comes from him not knowing what he's doing. A lot of times he'll be barefoot and welding and like
Yeah.
burning himself, and like it just looks like he's figured it out in his garage.
He's a real man of the people. But he also, I mean, of course, that's a bullshit theory, but people think that, of course, your brain
Your mind
kicks
would
in
stop it, but
and
then
keeps
you could
from
bite
biting
someone
through.
else's finger.
Yeah, no
off
problem.
Easily.
Yeah, no problem whatsoever. But apparently, no. And he found out the easiest way to do it was to take a carrot, put it under your finger, and bite down. He's like, you're putting the amount of force it would take to bite through the carrot, so why aren't you biting through your finger? It's like because you go on both of them at the same time, and he's like, I put an indent in my finger, but didn't bite through it.
Yeah, I mean,
Totally
there's
didn't.
I like him. He made a really dangerous Beyblade. Like,
Oh, yeah.
he made a real life, like, scary ass spinning like disc with saws on the side. Or I think it was just one big saw that his initial one was, but he makes some like he does dangerous shit in his shop, basically.
I've seen more. I haven't seen a lot, but I've seen more Beyblade videos than I would have liked.
Like real ones, just the rags
Shorts,
one.
kind of like
But
like
dude, and that actually led me. I saw quite a few more people doing that and doing Beyblade competitions with the big saws.
So
Well,
And
almost
that's-
kind of like
that's
doing a
pretty scary.
battle bots
Yeah.
thing.
yeah.
It's that, but they're wind up battle bots.
So Beyblade, there's a technique to encourage a flower pattern.
Okay.
You've looked into it then.
Like I said, I've seen more than I would have liked. So there's a way to do it, and it's the ideal way. So you're actually trying to get it to, it'll do
corners.
like a star pattern.
Yeah.
It'll just go.
Well, they make those specific little like Beyblade arena bullshits. Like
That's
it's
what-
like a little bowl.
So yeah, apparently it's you want to go off a wall to get it to hit the walls the most.
Yeah, you need to do a freestyle backflip parkour style off of the wall while you're pulling the tab on your Beyblade.
Yeah, you're gonna want to do some. You said parkour.
Yeah.
That's exactly right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're gonna need to learn parkour first.
You're going. Yeah,
I'll
you're gonna want to do
Beyblade
a
you.
cartwheel like Matrix style off the wall.
Nice.
Okay, so all of you people that are showing up for the Dead and Company thing, we're gonna talk about it. You gotta let us loosen up a little bit, baby.
Yeah, we're
and
chilling.
Lucky Tanner, go fuck yourself.
All right.
We're not gonna see you in Vegas. It's weird that you're going.
I think he's in. Maybe he's in Vegas.
Maybe he
that's
lives
his
in
name.
Vegas. Maybe
Yeah.
Maybe he sees
maybe
us
you're
there.
lucky. Oh, you're lucky. Okay.
Right.
Oh, you know a Lucky?
Okay. No, he's lucky because he lives in Vegas and he's playing them
Lucky
slots. He's got a
Tanner.
crippling gambling addiction.
Yeah, lucky
Dude, I
Tanner
want one,
tonight.
man.
You want a crippling gambling addiction? I've thought about
I'd
it.
love to have enough money to afford a bad addiction like that. That'd be
Just
so-
any bad addiction, really.
Well, some of them are cheaper than others.
I was gonna
Gambling's
say
top.
like gambling is you
Most
can do it
expensive.
without leaving your house.
Oh yeah, dude, you can
No
do it on your
problem.
phone.
Yeah.
Big time on your phone.
Dude, you can be pooping and
Big
I'm
time.
gambling.
And
You
but
can be a
gambling's fun.
moderator in a Discord for like it. I mean, I not me, but you can. It can be a whole ass lifestyle. There's
Dude,
whole
some
channels.
Some of the most goofy shit I've ever seen Drake do is he has a bunch of money in Stake, the company who like got in trouble for letting kids gamble and shit.
Oh, okay, I thought you meant just like big steak, like he's in Big Beef.
Like
He's,
Omaha.
he's in steaks,
yeah,
dude.
all
steaks.
those
High
frozen
stakes?
trucks.
Yeah.
Oh no! Any high stakes, he just
Okay.
has money in somehow. No, in Stake the company, and they do a lot of that. Like they let people gamble there for a while in states that were illegal, and they got in trouble for a bunch of shit.
Yeah.
But no, he has.
Well, he's sponsored
does
to
this-
gamble.
He does this weird. Yeah, well, he owns company in the.
I just
Their
don't.
own
He owns-
stake in Stake.
It's
And
so
that's
weird,
why it's
like beyond
confusing.
that, I just don't like that he like airs out his obscene bets.
But his thing that's terrible is he puts on this Mexican accent, and he has this character called Anita Max Ween. He needs a Max Win, and he'll just start doing the Mexican accent. I need
And
a
then
Max
you're like,
Ween.
you're such a dork,
Big
Aubrey.
poppy
Yes, sir.
champagne. So the LeBron story when he was at the barber's, he's definitely. Have you heard that story about like how he had his wedding, and then one of his buddies at the wedding had two people. Well, he called him out for wedding crashing and got him kicked out. His friend, because they called him by his real name.
Oh.
Definitely Drake. It was definitely. They said, "Hey Aubrey."
Do not dead name me.
Yeah.
From these people.
fuck?
No one calls me
If
Aubrey.
he doesn't identify that with anyone but his family, right? It's like
But that was his name on Degrassi.
yeah.
no,
He wasn't
oh.
credited as as Drake.
Well, no, that's not his name. You mean his character's name?
No, his real name is Aubrey.
Yeah.
and that's what they
I
credited
forget
him
what his
as.
character was.
Yeah.
Jimmy.
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 That's how you dead name him for real.
Yeah, I
Call
want to roll.
motherfucker Jimmy.
I've said
And you
this
know,
before. I
that's a
want
threat.
to. I want to roll up in a wheelchair, do a little skid up to
Oh,
him,
like the
and call him
like a
Jimmy.
Mac, like the Mac in the wheelchair.
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
but it's mostly just a visual joke because his character gets shot in the spine in the show, and then for the rest of his time on the
Yeah.
show, he's in a wheelchair.
I'm not gonna lie. I think I have a distinct memory of us eating at a restaurant, waiting to play at that train place in Alabama,
Okay.
and we went through that little kind of pseudo mall-looking area to go get food, and that episode was on there, and I think one of y'all had to explain to me that was Drake. Either that or I dreamed it, but I'm pretty sure like there was enough facts in that, right?
Yeah.
I
We
don't
definitely went to
remember
a
all
place in
those things.
Alabama. that was at like their thing was trains, and there's trains everywhere, right?
Ghost
You
Train?
talking about Ghost Train Brewery?
No, not Ghost Train Brewery. There was another
That's
one.
trains in Alabama.
This was one of the ones where we played outside-ish.
You're not talking about horse pins. You're not
No. It was at a bar in
Bar in
Alabama.
Alabama.
And I think our bassist.
I thought we only played at Ghost Train in Alabama. I didn't think that we went anywhere else in Alabama. No, there was the duck place, the fucking the wacky duck or some shit.
It was so weird, right? It was a weird show.
So we only played there a couple times, and it was the something duck.
See, it's so
Goose. There was Goose Town.
The silly goose.
The silly goose, the wacky duck.
It's driving me crazy. I make it sound like we played a bunch of shows in Alabama. We definitely didn't, but I feel like this was an Alabama show.
No, that place is in Alabama.
Is it Montgomery? I feel like it was like, it wasn't Birmingham.
It starts with an A.
Fuck.
I don't know.
Was it?
I have no
Dude,
memories
is
this
it
time.
Auburn?
See, it's hard to. I think it was near a college, is what
Yeah.
I'm thinking. I think we were near Florida. I don't know how much of Alabama is
No,
near
I think
Florida.
it's Auburn. I think we were in Auburn, Alabama.
Okay. Fuck, I just can't believe how much shit I've forgotten.
Yeah, I don't know any of
But
that story.
yeah, I know.
might have not
You
been
said
there.
Drake, and I was like, there was this one time we played, and I think it was Alabama, and we went to go get food, but there was trains involved. We had to go through this shutdown mall. It sounds like a dream.
Yeah.
It actually.
That part sounds like a dream because it wasn't a
Shutdown
shutdown
mall.
mall.
Well,
It
no,
was
so
just
like
like
it
this.
was like a strip mall kind of thing where everything was closed except for the restaurant.
So the
were-
restaurant and the bar were connected. It was just in
Pretty
a
much.
big
It was like a
building,
plaza.
and we were basically on school campus or something like that.
Yeah, dude.
It was weird.
Okay.
Anyways, that was old. What's going on, everybody in the chat? It's great to see you guys here. I know that we're about to talk about something very inflammatory, but let's keep
Are they ready?
everybody respect everybody else's opinion in the chat.
Yeah,
Be
so-
easy.
We're just trying to have a fun.
We're just
Saw
having
Blaze
fun.
is the best battle bot of all time.
And we're just gonna have fun with the discussion.
Fuck Biohazard.
You know, don't be precious about anything. We all love the music. That's what it comes down to. We all love the music. I don't.
Yeah.
So
I'm not-
always, talk your shit, but don't be upset when someone else talks shit as well.
And never gatekeep.
This is a comedy show.
No
That's
one likes a
what you need to
gatekeeper.
remember. Well, I don't know if it is.
Are we funny? I
But
don't think so.
It's not about being funny. It's a comedy show. That's just the way to present it.
Yeah, sure.
Even if it's not funny to you.
I feel like we're curators of good humor.
Yeah, I mean, we
Don't you got a good
definitely
joke?
appreciate it. You tell us a joke, funny man.
You want to hear
it,
one?
dude.
Yeah. Oh,
Fucking,
you
you wanna
want to
be funny?
hear one
Be
of my
funny.
two? You want to hear one of my two?
Sure.
Which one?
That one.
bees?
Which one?
The bees one?
What? What's the other one?
Is it the fucking bears and bars in
No,
Boise
no,
that you can
no. The
never
bees.
do?
Yes, I can totally do it. You fucked that joke
just
up
have to
one
give
time.
me time.
You fucked the joke up one time,
That's
and then
all
all of
it
a sudden you
takes.
can't do the joke.
All right, do your bees.
The bees joke. Okay. This is the one I actually fuck up. But okay, so I have.
Then why-
I have.
Let's go,
shush.
let's go.
I have a farm. My buddy is a beekeeper, and I'm going to be the buddy in the future. But anyway, so I have a farm, and my friend who's a beekeeper says you have to have bees on your property. It's going to help maximize your output. Please let me bring 10,000 bees to your property. I say okay. He's like, okay, I'm going to bring 10,000 bees to your property next week. I'm waiting for him to show up, and he shows up with this little crate. He's like, hey, I've got the bees here for you. And I said, great. I thought you said you were bringing 10,000 bees. He's like, yeah, they're right here. I got them in this box. And I said, how did you get 10,000 bees in that little box? He shakes it, and he goes, because they're bees. Fuck them.
Yeah. I've heard that one before, and it still holds up to me because that's my type of joke. Is
Yeah.
like the anti-punchline kind of.
Yeah.
You know,
That's a Norm
It's
Macdonald
not a
joke for
huge-
sure.
Yeah, he does. That's his whole thing. It's just no payoff.
So-
like pretty
Yeah,
much.
well, telling the joke is the joke for sure. But like, so that joke was weird because remember Narnia?
Yes, let's explain the joke.
Tell me what.
So this is the farthest the joke has ever gone.
Do
for
I
me.
remember Narnia?
So you know about it. You know the
book
festival.
Series. Oh, you're talking about Narnia.
Yeah, Narkia.
Okay.
Narkia.
Okay.
What?
They called it Narkia because the 10% of the population got felony charges.
Gross.
Oh, shit.
Anyway,
okay.
so we're on the way up to the festival, me and my buddy.
Mm-hmm.
We ended up going to see some show on the outskirts of where the show is. And for whatever reason, a lot of the people that are going to the festival are at this this party or at the bar.
Yeah.
We go to a party, an after party, pre-party, after party. And I'm there with a bunch of random dudes. I think that they're going to Ven there. Anyway, so big party.
Yeah.
Some, super heady fat dudes in his entourage.
Yeah.
I'm telling, and they're all dressed to the nines.
The fucking the best
He's got a-
tie-dyes that you'll never find anywhere.
They all talk like this.
No, never mind. He talks like this.
So
I got a story for you.
I hit him with the bees joke, and it
Did it kill?
didn't kill immediately.
Okay.
What? It took a second.
Well, yeah.
had to tell
Well,
it
so
again?
yes, they were talking about it all weekend, and so when I ran into them at Narnia, they go bees. I'm like, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
High fives.
Hell yeah.
So-
That's Bees.
I'm
Bees is a cool
Bees.
name.
yeah.
Yeah.
At least you
Damn,
made
why
an
didn't you
impression.
ever bring that nickname back to our group? Because Bees is a cool name.
You don't
Yeah, it's
need-
not the worst, but
Yeah.
no, that was me and that would have been weird if
Especially
they were
that's-
like
that was my
bees.
thing with them.
Exactly.
Oh.
You guys don't get that side
But
of me.
what about
I'm
when you
Bees
start
now.
taking care of bees? Then you can actually
yeah,
adopt it
I
fully.
Yeah, I know. That's why I got
bees,
all
so.
excited when I was starting to provide context. I was like, soon to be,
Soon to be me in this story.
I'm the friend.
My
Yeah.
friend Houston was going to bring me
AKA
100
Bees.
AKA Bees was going to bring me bees.
We're so unoriginal that our friend who actually has bees, we've nicknamed him Bees.
Well, he was
Just
bees
bees.
before that, but yes.
Well, but
For
not
a
to
very
us.
similar
Bees
reason.
Arthur.
He was bees to someone else.
Yeah, I think you actually have to start beekeeping.
I'll tell you what, that was a pretty joyous reunion because we were in some light up little forest.
That's cute. That's adorable.
I know it was
It's magical.
It was magical. It was actually a really nice experience. I love that so many people. Okay, sorry. This is such a bad sentence. I shouldn't have said I love. But anyway, so many people were going down for felonies immediately because apparently, I guess the way it works is feds find out about it. They go to the parking lot. They have no reason to go in there unless they arrest someone. Turns out they arrested someone, flipped them, got in, sent everybody in, and then busted everyone. Just a field day.
Yeah.
So that's how they got in. They made a major arrest in the parking lot, and so people started going down like crazy.
See, how does that not
Dropping
happen
like
at big
flies.
festivals though? Because I know they'll make deals with the police to where they're allowed to patrol the outsides, but it's private property and they can't come on there.
So this festival had 5,000 people. 500 felony arrests is what that equates to.
Damn.
It's pretty
and that's
high.
not even a huge festival.
It's not big at all. It's just so. I thought it was funny because apparently Mark Brownstein, Conspirator, was playing.
Yeah.
And I liked that he tweeted, "Why are the Two Fresh twins here? They're not supposed to be playing #narcs." And I just love that. I liked that.
Yeah, it seems pretty sketchy. I don't know. Those small
I played
festivals
that
are
though.
dangerous too.
I played it. It was nice.
That's where you see guns and shit get pulled though. It's at those small festivals. They're not as well.
Ghetto,
like,
right? Just ghetto vibes, huh? This
I
one,
can't handle that shit when I'm tripping.
Narnia was nice in the fact that it had the concerts were so like the venue itself was in the winter snowboarding and skiing area resort.
Yeah.
So there were a bunch of places for people to post up. There were lodges, and then the stages were set up on the hills.
Nice.
And you could ride the ski lift to the top of the mountain, and people were going
Yeah.
up there and having like little day trips. Grassroots made a hat for it. That was kind of cute. Gable wore it for forever.
Yeah.
Because of the G.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like some grassroots shit.
Okay, so I feel like
A place where you'll also get busted in the parking lot, probably. It's the
Here?
Sphere.
Yeah.
Sphere.
Okay. So we're looking right now. So we've got the sphere pulled up right here. So first I want us to do we're gonna have a little fun with some. We're gonna have some fun with some numbers. So let's try to get like a rough estimate of what they're gonna make each night.
Oh, okay.
Because these tickets are absolutely fucking
Doable.
I wanted
Houston thinks we've got that fucking hot
This
sauce
is low,
money.
low ball.
And,
like,
well, I did want to.
front left.
Hold on,
$500.
let's get into it. What?
I did want to, after we look at these, to compare them to another band that's been there, like a U2.
Well, Fish did it, didn't they?
I think 400 is like the bottom to get in.
Yeah.
Like I feel like it's 300 to 400 to like bare minimum. The lower seats have got to be 400. So I do think that they might be on the lower end.
And look, dude,
Compared to, like,
Well, hold
tickets?
on. We're not. I don't want to get into it yet.
Oh, that's
we're
horse
like,
shit. Actually, never mind.
So
What's the worst seat?
Like a 400.
the worst seat. Like
Yeah, it's
so.
definitely
furthest
like
back.
409.
Hold on. So there is an infographic of where the best view in the sphere is.
Fuck.
They do have pictures from every seat. It's supposed to be a better viewing experience because it's like everyone's on a different level. But
So
oh,
where's the
I don't.
seating.
Am I like?
where's that fucking picture? I wanted that picture.
Oh, it's at the Venetian. So fancy, dude.
I'm fucking
this
damn
trip-
impressed.
Okay.
Also,
I bet Papadozio wishes they got booked here.
Okay,
bad.
so this is what we're looking at. So this is where the
looks sick.
seating at the sphere. So this is this is all you get to see really is this kind of like this arch shape all the way down behind them, and your people are way the fuck down here on
That's
this
them?
stage.
Yeah.
Your people are right here.
And so I know they did a lot of the like matching visuals to songs. We were talking about that they probably can't do that with them since they jam.
Yeah.
And so now I'm thinking they're just going to be projecting them in the middle real big like they do on the side screens. They're going to use them as side screens and then put like trippy visuals, just like a visualizer on it. I feel like they're not going to do much
So
with
do
the
you think
visuals.
like
Yeah.
this is formatted, or there's some sort of house guy that's
That's running this wall. They've got to have somebody working on it. There's got to be
There's-
somebody. I don't think that they have a guy.
You can't
I think
be
that they're gonna
expected to be
hire
bringing
a guy, or they've already hired a guy to
That's
work
gonna
on the
program it.
visuals.
Yep.
Yeah, that will work with the artist. So they probably have, they probably still have to work with
They
them
got a
too.
program for that show.
And
Yeah.
there's probably there's got to be audibles they can do. So like when we go into a jam, you cut to this visualizer for however long this jam goes, and then you fade back in once
Space.
we hit the song again.
Like
Yeah.
a lighting
Right.
guy does. You would think it
Yeah.
would be set up. It'd be cool to have different sections, for like different segments, different
Space is going to be
vibes.
amazing.
But I don't know if they're going to do it like that.
So the infographic I saw, I didn't see it when I was looking at it, but it showed that like the best seating starts at around here. So if you're around
really?
in
In the
this
middle?
area here, in the middle, so there's one,
So it's the best
two,
seating for
three,
the-
four. There's like 4 tiers, and on that third tier, kind of in the middle, they said was where the best view starts because you can like
You can see the whole
See the-
dome.
you can see
and the
everything.
band.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
If you're down here, you're like.
If
You
you're in
can't
the
see-
pit, dude. I
You're
mean,
not-
yeah, you're
the
right
band
up
is
on the
what you see,
band,
and
but you can't.
You're seeing like 10% of it.
And you're gonna see everything up here is gonna be pixelated. Like
Yeah.
it's gonna, you're just gonna
not
be
gonna
able to.
look
I don't think so. I don't know what the resolution is on this thing. I
And
don't.
I'm not sure that.
got
On the
your-
outside, it looks bad up close. We've seen it's like just bulbs.
Yeah.
That are clearly. I thought they would have something to where if
Like
it was,
it was
up
just
close.
TVs, but
mean,
TVs
why
are
not-
still just little light bulbs.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
tinier.
Yeah.
light bulbs.
And you're just
But no, it's
leveled by
designed.
ketamine.
It's designed to look great on the horizon. That's where they want it to. They don't care about people right up against. They're already there.
How many do we think will fall? Good Lord, Smugly. Probably
Oh,
a few.
shit.
A
I mean-
few people are gonna
It's a
fucking
reasonable
fall.
question. If it was fish, I might say more.
jump.
So was Was it at the Sphere where they did Game Hinge and they had all the shit?
They did the Sphere too? Have they done it?
Did they not? Has Fish not done the Sphere? Am I fucking crazy?
I want to see
Where did they do the
if
Game
they
Hinge
did.
thing at? Because they did
I
a
thought
full
that was
Game
Madison
Hinge.
Square for New Year's.
Okay.
Probably.
Yeah.
So they
Let's see
haven't
who
done
else
it
has
yet.
Played there.
Fish is playing the Sphere in April. Okay.
So they
Okay. That was my bad.
Did they beat them to it? When is this show?
This isn't real, Toby.
This is stock.
This is just a rendering.
No, when is this show that we're talking
Oh,
about?
the Den Company?
The date, yeah.
It is starting on May 16th.
Okay, so after Fish then.
Yeah. So what you've got here is we can go around and we can look at where all of our seats can be, right?
Yeah.
So
So
if
you
we're
don't
down in
want
the
100.
pit,
You don't want that.
if we're down in the pit, that's $780 to be in the pit.
And you have to buy 2 of them?
Yeah. So the first area is sold out,
And that's what?
and there's eight standing room left at $779 a piece. So I don't even know how many. I want to see what's their capacity.
I don't know. How do we figure out how many seats in each section there?
I mean, they have to have a capacity.
Will you
thing.
look it up while I'm looking at these?
Well,
'Cause
one thing I
wanna-
was going to say, so I think they're going to be the second band to play there. The only ones that I can find, so Darren Aronofsky did this underwater ocean
I like
movie
that.
for them.
Love
And it's
Darren Aronofsky.
designed for the Sphere, so it's supposed to look really
Not
good.
like as a person.
Kind of like
director.
you
I don't
remember
even know what it looks like.
the IMAX kind
Yeah.
of thing?
Yeah.
It had
But
that
just,
vibe. But
from
just-
the director
yeah.
of The Fountain.
And then U2, it was their first band that did like a
I'm such a
what is it called?
hater.
What is it called? They had a why does it slip my mind? I got stoned. When you play at the same place for a long time?
Oh, a residency.
Yeah. They were the first one to have it, and again, they had everything
that.
designed specifically to their song. That's why I'm so curious about the visuals, is because they broke their shit down
They're all over it.
into per song, and they know the time that it's going to last, so they can actually make little movies for them that match up, right? And so I'm so curious what they're going to do with a jam band, because they've got to just use it like lights. I would hope that they had someone triggering it to set the vibes different, you know?
How do I average these fucking tickets? Because it seems like every row you can have like a jump of like $300.
Yeah. That's going to be hard. Okay, what is...
This is fucking crazy. So what's like an average between 1,000? So maybe 6, but that's not even like... Jesus Christ.
What in the fuck is that?
Row 13.
Wait, they go for 13,000?
No, row 13, that's $3,000
Oh, 3,000. I don't know.
per ticket.
Wait, 3,000, there's 2 tickets. In
What?
That row.
No, that's
Fuck.
per
ticket.
You have to buy 2 of them.
Yeah.
No, there's
so
only
when you
2 left.
reserve this,
7.
Jesus Christ,
Okay, so that's...
3,500.
Okay, we were looking at the low end then.
So the shitty tickets are the close ones then. That's not floor.
Well, I mean, a lot of
The
these are
floor's
like
more expensive.
Dude, look, $412 a ticket.
That's-
Why am I acting like this is okay? Like
That's what I'm saying. Affordable.
yeah, this is affordable.
Fine.
These other tickets are
Are
really
expensive.
expensive.
Yeah.
I mean, 3,500 to see them indoors in a
Yeah.
IMAX.
I mean, how much, what a dumb question I was about to say. How much do you think the tickets would be if this was in the 50s?
These guys are freaking out because they didn't read the articles.
what you got? You got some information?
You got articles, bro? You reading articles? Is this a go do your own research situation?
Which one? I don't understand.
Oh, and just a little reference there too. So U2 made $1 million per show.
That's it?
There.
Yeah, that's
what
it.
they were looking like.
That sounds
Sphere
wrong.
reports $30 million in revenue from YouTube shows. I
No,
don't know,
okay,
it's-
so
maybe they're taking a bunch.
QCG, we're looking. If you look at your screen, we're on StubHub, and we're looking right at where you buy the tickets for the Sphere. This is for the Dead and Company show on May 16th. These are literally the ticket prices.
Yeah, they're high.
Okay, so these are resale tickets.
No, these are aftermarket. Okay, then where are the?
Out in StubHub? It's after, so you got to buy them from the Sphere?
Okay, well then let's go look at.
I
those.
mean,
Probably.
I'm honestly
I
thinking.
thought this was.
Dude, I don't
thought
see
that's
them
where it
being
directed
anything
us.
less than half of what they're listing them as. And I don't mean to sound like a rube, but 200 sounds like a deal.
Yeah. Yeah, hotel packages.
Dude, I would just fucking. I couldn't even hope to spend some time in Vegas right now.
I mean, yeah,
Couldn't
it's
afford
for
it. Couldn't
people
afford
with-
it. Yeah.
People have different lives, man. There's people have completely different realities.
It's
dude.
true. It's true. I make enough money to die on the street in Connecticut.
Yeah.
Like,
I just want to die in a park on a bench.
It's a lot of discrepancy about what they make. Because I'm seeing that they claimed like 30 million in sales for 17 shows, but they estimated nearly 110 million.
Okay.
So I think
Okay,
they said
so-
it was a huge loss, but they. So I'm guessing it's going to be close, right? So it would be. So
Well,
Denko
so
would be pulling.
I've got
100,
I'm looking at the packages
possibly.
on Vibey, which is what the Dead and Company website took me to. So don't fucking come at me, bro.
That's where they are. That's where the real tickets are.
And thanks for being a dick instead of just helping us out, homie.
it's fine. We don't know him. It's
So okay.
So what are we looking at? Whoa! It's still bad.
Well, this is $16.90 per person, and this is with you got general admission.
Oh.
You got a 2-night stay at the Venetian.
Okay, they do packages. since
Yeah,
they got
I
the-
know that these
yeah.
are VIP packages.
Yeah,
I can read, my dude.
that's what we're saying. You get 2 nights stay. You get special.
I mean, if you're getting
access.
tickets, you're gonna want to
motor
stay
coach.
somewhere, right?
Hey, dude, that special motor coach
Yeah.
to the airport and like to the venues real close. That's good for
I
people
love that.
tripping.
I do love that.
You know.
I
I've only-
actually thought that this was that's pretty reasonable
for
what,
all in
Yeah, for what
2
you're getting.
nights,
and for 2 people.
suit up to 4 people, but only 1 ticket. But sweet,
Because
up
I mean,
to 4
obviously, people are these are sold out. These are sold out.
It's weird that that's
All
not
right,
a
so
price is shown based on 2 people.
it's so bad.
I don't know.
So unaffordable.
You have extra people in your hotel though.
Okay. So what's this package? Is it a package?
You
of
get a
2 tickets?
souvenir. You get a forever laminate and lanyard. That's not a
Neato.
souvenir. That's a
Yeah.
pass.
Man,
That's like a-
I see. There you go.
Dude, you
That's
remember
about
the-
$1,000?
the 20 or what was it called? The fake rainbow show. What was that called?
The fake
50?
rainbow show.
Yeah, the 50. Was it the 50?
Yeah.
Further 50 or what was it? The
Was
one
it
with
the Grateful Dead
Trey
show
played
that they
the
called
first-
it?
yeah. Fare thee well.
It was, yeah, okay. That was like the Super Bowl of jam bands. I know it's not related really to
Probably.
this, but I just remember that. But yeah, there was a double rainbow that everyone
Yeah.
is freaking out. And they were like, "It's Jerry! It's Jerry! It's a fake manufactured rainbow."
It's kind of fucked up that there's. It's hard to get a solid read on the price because like that tricks a lot of people. You go to the first place you click, and they're $3,000. You're like, fucking guess.
Honestly,
This is
that's-
the only way
Okay.
to get in.
Sounds wonderful.
But
145.
scalpers
Yeah,
set you up.
145 to 395. We got there eventually, guys.
All right.
Be
But there's-
easy with the
but,
butthole.
I mean, we
dude.
just proved that it's not like that for everybody. There's levels to the shit, and
Yeah.
people are gonna get tricked,
people are gonna get tricked just like we got tricked.
and people. There's a lot of money.
That's
gonna
why
go
everyone
into
should
there.
watch this podcast. You know what I mean? We're gonna get
down to the bottom of things.
You know, I'm not perfect, man. I'm susceptible to some trickery. You know, who isn't?
It's just scalpery.
Yeah.
A little bit of scalpery.
This is the only time my dad ever went to jail is for scalping tickets.
No way.
That's
Really?
so funny to think of your dad being led away, just being like, "Fuck you."
No, he
Fuck
was
you.
mad.
Get your hands off me. I can walk.
He would always do that. We would go to football games. You know, one was like the Super Bowl, because my uncle worked for Pepsi and then Coke, and we would get like the little sweet, you know, like the what do they call it? Shit is slipping my mind
What is
today
it?
and recently. It's not good, but little box, you know, like the boxes that you get with
Yeah, the VIP boxes.
yeah.
So he was scalping them?
And so he was trying to. It was a big one. He was trying to scalp like the Super Bowl.
It was a big
box
dirty?
shit.
Big dirty?
Yeah, one last jobber.
You know. And so he would do it on little shit when we had extras, or he would get extras if they were cheap, and then scalp them out front, make the ticket price back.
Okay.
That was just his way of like balancing it out.
Oh, a skybox.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Father of two, addicted
But that
to
one
resale.
was expensive because it was like the Pepsi box Super Bowl. That one was and he was like,
Yeah.
"I'm cleaning up today. We're staying
Oh,
out.
wow.
I don't care if we miss half of the game. I'm making
Yeah.
money." I'm like,
Okay,
what's the
so
point?
but what I would really like to discuss about this is, how do you guys feel about them doing it at all? So this last tour they did, they were like, "This is it." So I mean, like, I know bands come out of retirement all the time, but like they
don't
didn't
call
even
it a comeback. Is
Yeah.
it one of those things? Of
Yeah.
like, fuck you. We can do whatever we want.
Do you guys
I've
see
been
it as like a
around.
blatant like
Gas grab?
cash grab, if you want to use that term? Like
I think
ultimately, I think, you know, because they're gonna do it, so it's like go get your bag, go get your money. You know what I mean? Because like they're not going to be
Get it,
around
girl.
forever. I'm sure. What I've said the whole time is that I'm sure that they're trying to cash out before they kick it. You know what I mean? Because like they're not getting younger. This is it. This is them, and their music is like at the height of its popularity right now.
Yeah.
So I get why you're doing it.
This is the only lineup that would sell that out. Maybe Trey.
Yeah.
Maybe Trey.
What? Sell
Maybe.
this venue out?
Definitely not Further. Further couldn't do it.
Oh, okay.
So, Den Company.
Yeah, no,
probably-
they did a farewell, and then they got an offer. Their offer bumped up, and they're like,
Dude,
we have
I
to.
just.
And it's also
It's just
possible
it'd be
that like
stupid
their
not
last
to.
tour did so well, you know, because it was supposed to be the last one, that like they kind of proved themselves for the
Even
venue.
more, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, they're going off their farewell tour numbers.
Yeah. So it's like farewell again. I love that. I think it's
That would be
hilarious.
sick to do a farewell again.
Yeah,
to it.
yeah,
Just
good.
right into it.
Yeah.
Here we go
Be funny.
again.
So there's always
Again.
an encore, right? This
Yeah.
is their
Farewell
we bid you
encore.
good night. This is like they closed.
See, that's a sweet way of looking at it.
Yeah.
At it, like, you know,
Maybe.
just the last song.
But I also think it's a way from them. I think it's a way for them. I think that they'll just change the name to Dead Forever. I thought that that's what was happening, was that was their last tour as Dead and Company, and now they're Dead Forever.
Forever Dead.
Yeah.
Well, no,
that's-
we had that misunderstanding when we were talking about this. I was like, no, I think after this, their name's going to be Dead Forever.
and I was like, yeah, what?
Why would they do that? It says Dead and Co.
Yeah.
No, Dead and Co.
We had a
is
real
now,
who's on first moment.
but don't you understand? Dead and Co. is now dead
So,
forever. You're like, no, it's not.
Unless Bob Weir pulls a Bruce Hampton, it's gonna keep going. I think.
yeah.
Like I think it's gonna literally take Phil or Bob collapsing from heart failure.
I feel like Bob might want to start going more like, doing private events.
But he does the Wolf
Like-
Brothers all the time.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
works very.
That's
He's
weird.
a working man.
Man, I think it'd be cool for him just to be surrounded by like rich peers and do like private birthdays, make his year nut, get out, and just chill with his
Private
family.
birthdays.
You know what I mean? It's like that's where he's at.
That's
where
him
he could
getting
just,
his flowers.
He could just play acoustic guitar for an hour and be good
Just
for the year. if he
holding
set it
his
up.
bouquet, waving in his tiara.
Oh, fancy.
Dude, do I think it's I don't think that it fits the message of the music that they're playing.
Yes.
What is that?
Yes, that's such a good point, Smugly, is like, do they feel like they have a responsibility to continue to support their crew?
Yeah.
Oh, well, yeah. There's always that question. It feeds a lot of people. But
That was Jerry's main
That was
reason.
his reason for sticking with it when he wanted to quit.
Yeah.
But that was
Isn't that
done.
crazy to think about?
They didn't have to do that again.
So if they weren't
but
as big, he would have stopped. At what point?
They,
But
well,
no,
they were really
that was why he
responsible.
wanted to stop those.
It was
'cause
a
they were
whole
so big.
ecosystem. You didn't want to disrupt this whole ecosystem all the way down to the grilled cheese boys.
Yeah.
Like, or whatever. Dude,
Yeah.
you know, one of the, like, I guess so, but, like, I was alarmed whenever I saw my first nursery daycare on lot.
Yeah, a little playpen with all the little piglets.
Just leave your
running
kid.
Like,
around.
yeah, they had all-day raids,
I
group
would
raids.
not trust leaving my
Hell
with
no,
those motherfuckers.
dude.
She's watching them?
She's licking a tree. What is?
Do you work in shifts? Is it just her?
What about when she's looking away at the band for 20 minutes?
No, someone stays back in the lot.
Literally
Someone-
lives rent free in your heads. It's hilarious. I don't think about it much at all. This is just a thing to do a podcast on, my
I
brother.
haven't been smart enough to
It-
charge rent for any of
If
my
you haven't
thoughts,
noticed, this is the
actually.
258th episode, and if this is your first time watching this, I mean, you gotta look for stuff to talk about at this point. You know what I mean? So when something like this gets softballed right to us, clickbait all day, baby.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, I mean, the truth is that we grew up with the music and played the music, and Denko never really mattered to us that much. I've never seen him, you know.
yeah. I
Have
you
even
seen
listened
Dead
to him,
and Company?
really.
I saw him a couple times, like back in when was the first time they played Alpharetta?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. I had just stopped going out by that point.
Yeah,
I
so-
was like all about Further for a while.
Dude, Further was still
Now,
my
see, I saw
favorite
Further
iteration.
quite a few times.
and
Loved
you
it.
were getting
That
treated
was
like
great.
a grandpa for liking it. You know, like I felt.
But that's all. Like a lot of that has to do with Joe Russo and
J-Rad.
Yeah.
yeah. Well, like I mean,
See, they're sick.
Oh.
Community's amazing.
I like fucking Rat Dog. That shit was cool.
Yeah.
I mean, out of all the renditions, there's only been a handful.
I swear though, like Wolf Brothers is the only band that's come up at the barber shop. Sorry, shout out, but yeah, like I was shocked to meet a guy that was
I
like
haven't heard them either. Have you actually
Tivoli.
listened
They
to
played
them?
at the Tivoli.
Who?
Wolf Brothers.
I haven't seen him. No, I've
I
played,
feel like we looked up one video of theirs once.
That's
and,
grandpa
and we
music.
kind of thought it was a little country.
they kind
leaning.
of stole our idea. They
What?
started having a pedal steel player.
But they
Oh.
went like country.
Yeah, they
It's
do like
what-
the-
that one song I heard. That's not
Yeah.
much to judge off
Dude,
of.
I love
But it-
Kimbach though.
Dude, Steve Kimmock is great.
Yeah. Just like playing.
Yeah, the slide is nice.
But we did after parties for the Bob Weir shows both times he came through.
Yeah.
Did y'all go to see Colonel Bruce and the Pharaoh's Gummet?
When they played at JJ's, I just remember
there's
that
another
one
time.
show they played at JJ's that I went to.
Okay, was the black kid playing slide? His name is AJ Gent the Third.
Dude, yeah, dude. Well, I
Have
follow
you heard
him
his
on
dad?
Instagram,
He's
dude.
amazing.
That Sacred Steel shit is fucking incredible. That's where Joel gets his whole steez from.
Yeah.
What's his name?
I saw them play AJ Gent.
I thought it was
Gent.
Gent.
I thought it was. I've
I
been
like
saying
Gent.
Gent.
It's
Yeah, well,
nice,
I've
though,
shown him
if
to
it
you
wasn't.
before. He's that black guy that makes his guitar
Oh, wait.
sing.
I
Yeah.
get those too. The singing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, that's
Dude,
kind of his niche. So
Yeah,
he was
first
playing
time
with
amazing.
he's playing with Colonel Bruce.
Yeah, but he's got to
what it
outfit
was?
it because he's standing. He's going over the top with it, like literally. But the first time I ever saw
like
him play
a
was
guitar, but
no.
with
It's just
slide?
a steel slide that's just outfitted to be played
Bent.
standing up.
Yeah.
First time I ever saw him playing was in Atlanta at a club that had like the circle stage with the curtains like that. It was that like tight of a venue, and he came out and was playing, but he was dressed like a friar, like a black he's black, brown, a brown friar, like like a tunic.
Okay,
Oh, cool.
But he had the hood on.
Yeah.
And Bruce Hampton introduced him like he was a boxer. He was like, he's like standing at 5'7", weighing in at blah blah blah, hailing from blah blah blah.
I love that.
Yeah.
What a ham he was.
So at the end of the show too, they make noise at the end of their show. They were like,
probably doing Space is the Place and just getting weird as fuck.
Mm-hmm. But what he did for his final noise when they were closing the curtain on him was making static noise with his whiskers on the mic. I just remember being like,
oh shit, that's next level.
What am I looking at? He was like,
that's pretty interesting. That's some,
My favorite
live
picture
action.
of Bruce Hampton was that one where like it's him and Jimmy Herring was driving, and he's like in the car, like a convertible, and he's like, it's an insane picture. I swear it was like, it obviously wasn't from the 70th birthday, but
yeah. Well, okay, so I do want to know, what do you guys want to see on the Sphere and during what song? And also, like, I want to talk about the ethics of this. We kind of glazed over it, but I really do want to know what you guys think about it, like how them doing this, especially knowing that they just did a farewell tour that was supposed to be it. Mm-hmm. That was supposed to be it. That was supposed to be everything. They're moving on to something
them to
else.
Other people, it's very commonplace in music.
But I'm talking about
carbon footprint.
This is literally this was the counterculture band. This is like its own. It was its own thing. It still is in a lot of ways its own little bubble of society. It is a cult. But also, what do you guys think about the commodification of our fucking cult, dude?
Well,
that's been done way long ago. That happened way long ago.
Yeah, I was gonna say like like they had that Touch of Grey on MTV. Like,
80s.
I mean, they were as big as Jesus, like from like the late 80s into the 90s, and like it was it morphed so into such a grotesque place from the 80s. So it was like the Thunderdome of drug use.
I don't know. I think we put where. Well, I thought of it when you said ham too. I was like, I wonder if that word was just to like put down people that we're envious of from their talent, or they're doing things that we can't do, and we call it overdoing. So like there is a line of someone I would consider a ham just because I can't do what they do. Oh. Do you see what I'm saying?
I don't see it as a bad thing.
Well, yeah.
But no, ham,
so,
I feel like we put
what about
a
slut
on it.
You're a real slut.
You
for
ham
that, aren't
shaming
you?
right now?
Slutting it up.
Yeah.
Slutting it up. But,
he's
but
a
when that's
slut.
related to guitar, it's a little bit different meaning, obviously. Not as much stink. Yeah. But in a lot of different ways. But
so ham.
Yeah.
Hard as a motherfucker.
That's one way to think of it.
Well, and I also want to know, like, what you guys think in the chat. Let us know what you think about the ramification. Do you not give a fuck that this really isn't the message of the music? Because, like, how much of it is the scene and the cred that fucking comes from it, the clout? The clout that comes from coming to see it, or just like the lot or whatever. But like, how much of it is actually about the music and the message that the music sends?
But I do. What I was going with that ham thing was bringing it to what we call a sellout. Like we put a lot of hate on that word too when someone finally makes it or finally makes their thing work that they've been trying their whole life, and they may compromise a little bit to make it work in a way that you wouldn't, and you see yourself. As a
there's no choices I think that they could make that I feel like that would have that response in me, really.
But I kind of just feel like it's just like it's the offer. If someone's like, hey man, if you change your song just a little bit, this one, it'll make you so much money, and they're like, well, yeah,
absolutely, I
can still keep all the other songs good. I can just this one. Okay.
We're gonna change those too.
But no, selling out really isn't like that. You hear 3 singles off an album. If you listen to someone's album, you actually hear what they sound like. Right. It's always in those other tracks that they can be themselves in. But it's still paying the bills and taking care of everyone when you do those 3 hits, right? And so I don't think that we should put the hate for selling out. again, it probably comes from a place of jealousy of like,
I mean,
you change your music and now you make money. He's like, yeah, that's
The
fucking
time-
how
yeah,
it
dude, and
works.
I'm different now. I like to watch weird shit
Now
on the internet,
I can make
dude.
all of my regular music.
Yes,
for
I
free.
wanted John Mayer.
And I don't know.
Why would I not?
You see what I mean? A little bit there of like, I don't know. I don't think that we have to realize that it may be jealousy when we have that thought of like calling someone a sellout, right?
I just feel like it's just,
I don't know, man. I feel like that's case by case, dude.
yeah.
Sometimes it is blatant and all about the money. Not that that's always a bad thing. Like again, there doesn't have to be like this charged nature to these terms of like sellout. It's like, yeah, I wanted to sell out. I literally sold out of stock. I have
so
the
moot.
money.
It's so
like
you
I
need-
got
that's
the
why
stuff.
you're doing it.
Yeah.
Such a moot point, though. Yeah, for the dead.
But see, I would call someone a sellout who came into an area of art they've never done before for money,
or came out as a different style.
just changed everything.
Yeah,
to the core?
that's
Yes.
what we're talking about.
That is different, I guess, than like compromising. Selling out is like entirely changing. But what if that's like the next step for you? I don't know. I still leave a little lenience in that because I do realize everyone's doing this for money and some people actually make it. You know?
Yeah.
That's just the thing.
Like if the Grateful Dead at any point in their career played the Super Bowl, I'd be like, WTF, man.
Yeah.
This is not what it was about. They
What?
played for the fucking Giants, the San Francisco Giants, dog. They opened up shows and shit. They did it.
Oh
way
yeah,
back
he
when.
threw the
It's
first
fine.
pitch and shit too, like plenty of times. Yeah, that's yeah. Well, I that's not for them ever. I think.
There's a weird line there. I don't know.
Dude, you ever? Yeah, you ever? Crime is the problem. You ever seen Jerry talking about John McLaughlin, or he was asked about John McLaughlin,
No,
and he got pissed? They're like,
Oh, because he liked him so much.
no, it was maybe Al Di Meola. It was one of them. They were asking about what he thought about their new record. And he's like, why would you ask me that question? No one asks me what I think when the Beach Boys put out a new album.
That last quote was kind of dark in a weird way. Go back to that one.
No, this is the one. So this is I just saw this quote the other day, and this is a Jerry quote. Music should be holy. When it becomes a business and the music is designed to make money, then the music doesn't do what it's supposed to do. Now that's debatable,
Coming
right?
from a man who made a lot of money off music, though.
Well, I mean, it in itself is a little debatable because the people that are going to pay to go see it or like feel like to go see it in the first place, like what, regardless of where it is, like they've got John Mayer fronting it to I guess because they like each other, but also like it brings the money, it brings the kids,
Yeah.
Yeah.
John Mayer brings the kids.
That is the debate, though, in its core is like, when does it become?
But the
just
people
a
that go are
business
going to
and
have an
just work?
experience, right? The music's going to work on them.
Yeah.
Playing the same song twice is work, in a way. It's like it's always been a business. If you're living off of it, right? It's not a hobby.
Well, yeah. I mean, it's always
But-
selling a product, isn't it? Like their product is the
Yes,
live aspect.
It's
Yeah.
really hard. That's what we were asking before of when it loses its artistic quality. Because like I had a switch up recently, just personally. Like I had realized for a few years I had just been trying to make music I thought sounded good to people,
Yeah.
and like I'd really been focused on that. And like I had to switch up to where it led me into more hypnotic music. Been really diving into
you getting
hypnosis
weird?
and music.
Yeah.
I love it.
Fuck yeah.
But I'm excited about it again because I realized what it was like I'm putting out this album and I'm mixing all this shit. I'm going through and I'm proud of a lot of these points because they're like staples and time periods and how I was feeling,
Yeah.
But there's a lot of music I've made that I was like, oh, I didn't make that for me. I don't want to ever listen to that again. That was for someone else.
Yeah.
And like it kind of loses any kind of quality that I liked about it. And so now I want to make music that I will be proud of when I'm gone, even if its goal isn't to make money anymore.
Yeah.
I would like to be like, enjoy listening to it and know when I'm gone that's like it's something special because it was personal instead of because I didn't get the offer. I didn't get the sellout offer, right? When I was trying to make music like that,
so
I didn't get the whole like, oh, just go pop and make it.
There was an artistic shift. You want to
and so I've given up the pursuit of making other people happy with my music. And I think that's a nice thing because it's mine again.
That's what
I actually want to make shit for me, and if people like it, then cool. If you don't, fuck off.
That's the right mindset. Like,
but I didn't get the offer to survive off of my own music, so it was like it wasn't I didn't have to say no, so I can't judge people that do.
Yeah.
If I got paid a big amount of money to start making pop, I would have done it. Maybe not now. Yeah. But there was a time period where it would have just been, fucking fine. Yeah, I'll do shit I hate.
Poop it out. Just churn it out.
And I don't think I have. I think I've gotten over that. And I think that's a good thing, but also it was out of necessity.
That was always I thought the highest calling for art was. Like, on the most basic conceptual level, was that you were wanting to create the art that you felt was missing from the world.
Yeah, something you haven't heard before, something new. And that doesn't always pay, though, is the thing. And
that's the most elusive thing, isn't it? Like, to create something completely original that you want that's missing already.
But see, the thing the debate really is, what if it doesn't pay? Do you keep doing it? Do you change? Do you, in a way, sell out yourself in your own way?
Well, it's a compulsion, isn't it? You have
to do it. You can't not do it. That's the whole thing of being an artist is you have to art. You know,
you have to get the shit
out.
Happy.
Yeah, you're already not happy. Doing it, not happy.
Yeah. So
when am I gonna be happy?
Yeah, we're waiting on happiness. I think it's on the way. It's been late for a long time. Let's say.
Did you hear that? What was that? What was that at the door? Was that happiness? Knocking at the door? Oh, it's just a perspective shift? Oh,
I got a Ring camera.
Get the fuck out of here.
I don't need another one.
Yeah, I don't need that.
I want my chip to come in, damn it.
Just let me sell out. But that's also, I play this music for a living. So there's that. I don't know how many of you guys are here that aren't subscribed. But if you're new here, subscribe to the channel.
If I ever saw y'all hitting choreography, I would just die.
What do you mean?
So I don't know what I would do if I ever saw you hitting choreography. That's just all
like doing a little dance.
Us doing stuff.
I hit some choreography, dog. Right. I'm not above it.
So if you don't know who we are, Toby and I, we play in a Jerry Garcia tribute called St. Owsley. And I'm in a few, I'm in one called Tennessee's Dead and another one called Chance in the Void. And Houston has played a lot of Dead music. We've listened to it for years, blah, 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 all the stuff. But so as someone who plays the music, because I like the music. I like the songs. Yeah. It's always been about the songs for me. It's not because the
culture. You've never been like a festy kid.
No.
You've been a fan, yeah, you've been a fan of the music.
Yeah, I like the music, right. and so as someone who plays it, and it's my fucking job. I teach the music however well I can, but this is I don't like this. I don't like the whole.
Sphere?
Yeah, I mean I don't.
You don't like what? Well,
I don't like that they said. I don't like that.
They've been traveling. Down this road for a while. It's not a surprise.
The touch heads thing, kind of the same way. It's like a lot of the older culture got mad, so it's like
I'm not mad at
kids that are coming in.
I've grown a lot of perspective over the years of doing this. I was never a fan of Johnny Salami, just as an artist in himself.
Sexy nickname, though.
He's a fine blues guitar player. A bar we went to when I was younger called Rhapsody would always play his trio as music on the TV.
They were a big fan of it.
And I always thought that was pretty good. I was like, oh, that's a different side to him. That's kind of cool.
Yeah,
and then
could always
to hear him, but I was never a fan of his voice. And that's really what it comes down to for me, is that I'm not a fan of his voice, and his guitar playing is fine. He leans a little too bluesy for my taste.
So that was the thing, is he was one of the most prominent and also one of the most youthful champions for that genre. and he had done a lot to bring like blues music to not that it needs like a wider audience, but you know what I mean, like
more
for
pop
some
and young audience.
and his influences were like
he revitalizes genres. Like he comes like what he did for blues.
He did a yacht rock album.
Well, so he's trying to bring that back too. But so even with the Dead, he gave that a shot in the arm. He gave blues a shot in the arm because like every generation there's going to be art. Because Billy Strings brought bluegrass back. Say that 5 times fast. Billy Strings
brought bluegrass back.
Everybody at home, try to say Billy Strings brought bluegrass.
We're gonna summon him. We say it that many times.
Yeah. Say that 5 times fast. You can't.
I like John Mayer and Mike Patton, very similar guys. Like they had huge commercial success and then just basically did what the fuck they want for the rest of their career after they had
and that's
that
the thing though, because the fucking the Beatles did the same thing. They sold out first and then made the shit they wanted to make.
Okay, see, there's 2 ways to go.
There's a successful way and the way I've been doing it, I guess.
I guess there's a couple different ways to be a musician, huh?
There's one that works and one that doesn't.
The Beatles, and then there's you.
You know, I remember like there was a like for like a career direction choice to be so unpopular. I remember when Murph was trying, like Murph from Soundtribe, was trying to focus on his Pink Floyd tribute band called Pigs on the Wing. Mm-hmm. He thought that was where he needed to spend more time, and I just remember just the vitriol.
Yeah,
the Soundtribe fan base was like spitting at him.
Yeah, it sucks.
They just
says the guy who plays in 3 Dead tributes, but.
I mean, he's a Georgia boy.
Yeah.
Man,
Speaking of, if any of you guys are in the Atlanta area on Thursday, we're going to be at fucking Mad Life stage in Woodstock, Georgia. It's not far from Atlanta, I think. I don't know.
What a wonderful comment, Smugly. I like that. Yay.
The white Jerry hand of Sauron gets attention.
Yes. The hooded wraith of blues.
Savannah. Yeah, we should get down to Savannah. I would love to play a show in a haunted coastal town.
From Woodstock. We're going there.
Savannah's pretty
haunted.
Is it south?
Pretty haunted, and it's like 5 hours away.
Yeah, it's not as close as
I figured it.
Because we're in Chattanooga, Tennessee. For all you guys, sound off where you're from.
Savannah is.
I know your location.
Yeah, tell us exactly where you are.
I was so confused. You know what? Never mind. I was about to make a dumb comment. I was like, I was shocked at how close Savannah was to Asheville.
Oh.
Oh,
yeah, we're also in Asheville on Friday. We're going to be playing at One World Brewing West.
What a wonderful town.
Asheville's quaint.
Cool.
Asheville's like a little sister city.
I just remember the first time I went there. I was like, God, I wish Chattanooga was like this. I just remember just having so much envy for it. It's like heady ass, like a heady Knoxville. God, it's so freaking heady.
They have the highest concentration of lesbians.
The
Southeast.
Toby loves lesbians.
I love.
That's
Toby's.
just a well-known fact about
Toby.
I like your take on lesbians.
Yeah,
I love lesbians.
They also seem to have there was a couple chemists there. There were some people with some
chemists?
acid.
Yeah.
I would hope. No, I don't know, but it seemed like there was acid. There was a lot of gay people. That's a chill city.
Yeah, well, it's it's the most liberal southern town I can think of outside of Atlanta.
That's what I'm getting to, I guess.
And if you guys ever want to check out us playing, there's plenty of videos on the channel of our bands playing Grateful Dead music.
Do the research.
And
make sure it's okay.
We kind of come with the balls.
Yeah,
I like to think that we come with a little bit of that southern charm.
Yeah,
but not in a redneck way.
Oh,
not in a redneck
Southern
way.
charm.
We come correct.
Well, so
You know,
like
it's
Our
Southern,
wheel
being
is
nice.
probably the best wheel.
It's like being nice to your mom.
Oh yeah.
Our
Okay.
Reuben and Charisse is the finest.
Yeah.
No, again, I think it's a different type of hospitality. It's being nice to your mama when
Yeah.
you meet her, not cooking meth.
The jam.
Yeah,
There's Southern
yeah.
hospitality in different ways.
Yeah,
And
I
think
didn't
we get a
mean
bad
like
rap for all the
toothless
meth.
Southern charm.
Dude, like you don't. Yeah.
I don't mean gas station grifter.
There is a
That's,
good.
you
There,
got some riz though. He can get you. He'll be in your pants.
What's
Yeah.
wrong with rednecks? Nothing wrong with rednecks. We just don't the way we do it has like a Southern because we're Southern. It's completely
Is
coincidental.
it Southern Rocky?
We
I would
we
hope
go
not, but-
harder. There's like a grit to what we do, but just
Like
like
a
in the
Southern
sense that
rock
we have.
grit?
So we're the only Jerry tribute
But
with
it's
a
not
pedal
like
steel.
widespread. That's like
No.
a Southern rock jam band. You know, like
Yeah, well, there's not a whole lot. I mean, there's obviously the, like the Allman Brothers and what came after them and within their scene and the Derek Trucks,
Yeah.
of the world.
yeah.
But it's kind of hard for me to place like a real good Southern band in the last 40 years.
That's a while.
I'm sorry. I'm just trying
in
to
the
think.
last half
You don't
century.
like Florida Georgia
There's
Line,
not
man?
like a
Not a fan?
there's not a burgeoning Southern jam scene.
Jam band, yeah, but like, where's St. Paul and the Broken Bones from?
I would
from
love to find out they're
Aren't
from.
they from Alabama?
Oh,
They're great.
yeah, there's
Always
nothing wrong with them boys.
Yeah, great.
There's plenty of people that are from all over the place.
Yeah.
The what is
The last
what's
40
her
years.
name?
That's just a wild
What-
statement.
Shaky,
Now I'm starting to put it
shaky
on.
something.
Oh yeah, no, I'm just
Shaky
saying.
Bones.
Yeah, okay,
That's
so
a cool
to say
name.
like, all right, it's just not like maybe like say the New England area for jam.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like there's just not like a huge burgeoning.
Yeah, there
Jam
hasn't been a
scene.
jam band make it out of Chattanooga.
There hasn't. What new jam
RVA.
bands are you hearing about from anywhere?
Huh?
What new jam? Goose was the last one I
Goose
heard of.
happened
Goose did
and
it.
blew the fuck up
That was
real
years
fucking
ago.
Yeah,
fast.
though.
they did it.
That was 1 years ago.
Yeah.
And that was probably 10 years ago.
What Goose? Are you
They-
alleging that Goose is 10 years old
I'm
now?
thinking they're 10 years.
They blew the fuck up maybe 5 years ago.
You don't think they're a 10-year-old band? I'm
no,
looking it up.
they blew the fuck up.
I'm
within
just
the
not
past.
saying 10 years removed from
Talking
Goose
about how old
doing
the
shit.
band is,
Oh, okay.
yeah.
Well, that's kind of that's
Who
you know.
gives a fuck?
Yeah, that's just
what
from
I'm
the
talking
start. I don't know.
I just want to know.
Shabti's 15 years old.
No, it's not. It's dead.
Yes,
It's
but
not
the
alive
music is
still. You can't say
15
it's
years
that
old.
Damn, Toby. it's
not-
dead. It's gone.
Well,
Shabti was
dead
our
forever.
jam band that the
ooh,
three
Universal
of us
Psy is a really good Georgia band.
were in. Where are they at now?
dead?
They did a festival a year or two ago. Like they had a
They're dead.
Psy fest.
It's dead.
Is it dead?
It's dead.
All right, formed in 2014. I was exactly right. 10 years old.
Okay.
Don't question my random guesses.
But
It
that's
just
when
sounds wrong to call Goose 10 years
that's
old.
what, that's what I'm saying, though. That's the last good jam band you thought of was made 10 years ago.
they started 10 years ago. Every band has to start.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They're all gonna have. That's when they started. That's when they started getting together and
That's
getting
when they
stoned
formed.
at their buddy's house and practicing. You know what I mean? It's not like
it
they
was
came out
probably
the
more
gate.
professional than that.
Yeah, I mean, Fish
Maybe
is 50
how old
years
are
old.
they? They're in their 30s.
Probably.
So, yeah, 10 years ago they would have been in their early 20s. And how were you in your early 20s?
I didn't have
They
my
might have had a
shit-
little bit more structure, but
I
god damn
assume
it, they were
people,
young.
Yeah, have more structure and more like
Oh,
they're more together.
that broke my
That's
heart
assume.
when, speaking of dead bands, like when I found out Turquoise broke up, that
Oh,
hurt
that
me.
hurt
my,
you?
oh, yeah, dude. I
I
love
barely remember that,
Turquoise.
dude.
I love them live. I like Kung Fu live a lot. I thought Kung Fu was amazing.
Yeah.
I even like Kinsberry.
Are Aussies considered Southern Hemisphere?
Oh, yeah. No, they're definitely like the south
Oh, it
of...
went to my last search. I've been bumping some New Edition recently. I've been going.
Oh, you're in the car bumping New Edition?
I know that's literally a weekend line. That's why I said it.
Yeah.
But no, I've been going deep on some New Edition. I don't know. It popped up here because I'm using one of their samples from "Hit Me Off."
Okay.
But I don't know. I've been getting into that shit. Like it's
Nice.
some good old. It's what we vibe to, but it's just I just not delved deep into
there's feel good music
to their shit, yeah. Because they got some like Jackson 5 sounding shit that I heard before.
They really do.
But I didn't hear their Bone Thugs phase. You know, they've got a Bone Thugs shit.
I love that. We love Bone Thugs and Harmony.
Yes, dude. I love that old R&B. I love the well, it's in their name, but I love the harmonies.
Yeah.
in any genre, really.
I found a really good concert that was Pat Metheny and Jocko that I was listening to recently. Kind of was really nice.
Yeah.
You ever listen to Jocko?
I mean,
he's one of those guys. Okay, so you ever hear a legend?
I want to tell you something. So sometimes you remind me of Hill.
Okay.
So we were pulling off at a rest area once when we were St. Owsley was going. I think we might have been going to Alabama. We were going somewhere, and we were in the car with Taylor, and we get out at this rest area, and we're going into the bathroom, and Hill goes to the stall next to Taylor and just looks at him and goes, "How many blues albums do you think you've listened to all the way through?"
With the dick out?
Yeah, dude. And like, so my whole thought was just like when he was there, he's just like, "While I've got you here."
Yeah, you can't move for a second. All the way.
Yeah. So,
and blues. What? How many can you I don't know, dude. I think none.
Because like how often? Because I mean, like there might be a few people in here that like pick out Jocko to put on, but I'm just not. I don't know.
I'm not a bass player. Okay. So yeah, I don't know. It's not like because when you say that, I feel like I didn't mean it like. Have you ever, like, but okay, so my initial point was this.
And that wasn't how Hill meant it. Hill, no, what he meant.
Do you even listen to blues?
That's not how he said
Mr.
it.
Dick in your hand?
No, that's not how he meant it. No, it's a genuine question. He genuinely wants to know how many blues records you've listened to all the way.
Because he was just thinking about how many he has, and it's not enough.
Yeah.
You know what he wants to know?
Not enough. Yeah. Okay.
Joel, what's happening?
He's a good fellow. Oh. Speak of the devil, and he shall appear.
Yeah.
Is that the
but yeah, so like Jocko has a playing style, like, and I feel like drummers, like really good drummers, do this to me too. Where I'm like, is this good? It's like so nasty that I don't even know if I.
Do I like this?
Is it good? Like Jimi Hendrix was the first one to do.
Think about it, man. You can't change pitch. All you've got is percussion. The only way to go out in any way is to go out of time.
Well, I mean...
that is the way of, like, being expressive in a lot of ways, right? So...
yeah.
That's how they go off.
Dude, so Jocko's playing a lot of fretless bass.
Yeah.
And he's doing a lot of, like, rolling harmonics. Ooh. And I'm just like, do I actually like it? Yeah. I mean, because he's like, man...
So I've got to
like rolling harmonics.
The way I can relate to that,
like a triplet,
triplet harmonics. Okay,
like at the 24th, like he's like not, he's like off. He's like
the thing that makes me think of is the album version of "Don't Let Go." That's on. I think it's like an outtake on Cats, or it's like a hidden track or some shit like that. But there is a way too long harmonic solo.
Yeah.
Really?
And
he's like
and he's not he's hitting it until he gets it.
He's trying.
And
no, he did that with the pinch harmonics. Just like
him and Robbie Robertson.
This.
Yeah, and I hate that I was told that that's what he's trying to emulate, or at least the person Robbie was also trying to emulate.
Wait, who was it?
Robbie Robertson from the band.
That's who he was trying to emulate?
So, I mean,
that's
just going off with the pinched harmonic. Like,
yeah, so that was a fairly new thing then. And so Robbie Robertson was adopting it, and Jerry heard it and was like, oh, shit.
Oh, fuck, yeah.
Yeah, I could fuck with that. And
that cuts right through the mix, too, I think is why they loved it.
But I questioned, is it good? But also... I do that when we play "Don't Let Go" as like a joke do you if you know you know, and I'm gonna do this for a second until I get
tired of it.
Yeah.
Well, now you can learn pinch harmonics better than he could. It's a lot. We have a lot more.
There's a lot more
better
info
guitars,
out
more
there.
info. I'm saying you
so,
can
like-
actually do it though, so you can just do it good. and
So
hit
there's
'em.
like certain picking styles that will allow for pitched harmonics a lot easier, and not everyone does. So you like someone like Frank Zappa is gonna have a hard time because of the way he's like striking. His picking style is like this.
Yeah,
I
he
like
hits
doing
the string,
the
right?
finger
Yes.
over, like switching your pick to
So
your
if you're-
middle finger and doing the tap.
If
On 'em.
that's the
Like,
hardest.
How do you
one.
have time to do that?
So, yeah.
No, I mean, like
Where
a
do you
touch.
find the
You're talking about a
sense?
touch.
in a
like
jam. No, I
Pick
mean,
and
but
a touch.
if you're sitting there thinking about it, you can get them.
yeah, that's how they. That's how.
That's a
how
clear one. You can
fucking
get really easily,
Jocko
but-
does it. He'll do a touch using two
Ding,
fingers.
dong,
He'll go.
dong,
pew,
dong.
pew.
Those are cool, and there's multiple ones there if you can find them.
Yeah.
But the pinch, you got to be in the right spot to make that scream, And it does sound more gritty than the touch, the pinch and the touch.
Yeah. But I love a wound string pinched harmonic. That's my favorite. Maybe hang out in the octaves
Yeah.
and do maybe like the root, like the bottom note, like any pinched harmonic on the E string sounds nasty as fuck. I love animals as leaders for their everything.
I just love them.
Oh,
you know what I really like?
Tosin Abasi, he's probably one of the best 7-string players I can
Dude,
think
his
of.
custom
cool.
his custom guitar is pretty cool. There's a telly version of it. Have you seen it?
No,
Oh shit.
I like him a lot though.
Have you
I've
seen
always
his
been
custom
nervous
guitar?
About anything more than a 6-string, I don't know. 12 strings fine, but a 7-string would fuck me up, I think.
There it is. Boom. Look at that telly.
Oh, you would like that. That looks like the Dion.
I will
and
ask
Birdie
that
a little
low-
bit, but the style of it is pretty cool.
I
man.
like
Hi,
it.
That's the
That's
right
I
not
one.
like
great.
it. I like it a lot. I don't like that price tag.
Look at that. That's a cool body style, and I like that they did like the little telly look with it. We should get Bob Weir playing one of these.
Yeah.
Get one of these in Bob's hands.
Man, I saw so like I'm just talking about shit I've looked at, but I saw a concert that Stevie Wonder played with Jeff Beck. And I swear I feel like I felt like Stevie was emulating what he was hearing Jeff Beck sound like with his voice. All that tremolo stuff. Because he does wide vibrato with the tremolo. And they played a what's that one? The Wild Wild West song. Sorry. So help me out.
yeah.
Please help me out.
I wish those
What-
days would come back.
Yes,
once
yeah,
more.
yes.
I wish.
They did a version. I wish, yes.
Oh.
I wish. But yeah, they did a
It's a
version of
Wild
that.
Wild West song. For some reason, I jumped to the Men in Black song that's been in my
Okay,
head.
so when we were
Sending me, forget me not. Or was it sending me,
because
forget
Toby
me
just
not?
learned about that. Was
That
that
stuck in
2
my
weeks
head.
ago?
I had heard the song, but when I was young.
Okay.
And so, no, I did not have it in my repertoire.
He's like,
until
"Did you hear
recently.
that cover of the Men in Black song going on?"
No, I didn't say that.
I was.
No, it was quite the opposite. You instantly were like, "What do you think about this song? Does this
Dude,
remind
so, like,
you of anything?" Like, you
I
were
was
the weird
shocked
one.
to find out that Cousin Skeeter's
Yeah.
theme song is an actual song that Miss C. Elliott's in. Like apparently, it's an adapted song. It goes, "It's like you stay on my mind."
Okay.
Is it another? Is that a Men in Black?
No, but no, it's in the same sort of thing where the song is a
it the same
rendition of
melody?
it. No, it's not. It's just the same thing happening with that song. The version we heard is an adaptation from an
But
older
you
song.
did it with the melody of Men in Black. So now I think it's like another one. Didn't you?
No, it was like you stay on my mind. Think
That's pretty
about
close.
That's pretty.
Staying on my mind.
I just remember the intro, just like in an elevator, everybody in like silver, like you did in the early 2000s, and like it's a puppet. It's a little puppet man.
Oh, what? Cousin Skeeter?
yeah.
Yeah.
So what was the band that did the original Men in Black song? What was
That
what band
did
is that? I
Send Me
forget.
Forget Me Nots.
No, Forget Me Nots. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that is it.
What's the band name now? I don't remember.
Oh man, we're gonna feel stupid when we hear it. We're gonna be like, oh yeah, or maybe not. Oh yes, Patrice Rushen. Yeah,
everybody knows
I
that.
do not remember
Everybody knows Patrice Rushen.
What
Not
the
even
fuck,
gonna lie.
man?
God damn, Toby.
What? Name one more song. Fake fans.
Look.
Do you believe in love? Fuck. Turn
That's
back
it?
time.
You're just throwing shit
Okay.
out there, hoping I don't know who.
So, okay, so guys, let's. I want to ask the chat. Who's your favorite, like, who's your favorite interpretation of the Dead? Not like a full on Dead tribute, but like Jazz is Dead,
Dead guy,
or like
it-
Funk is Dead. Because that Motet show where they did Funk is Dead was so good.
Yeah, it's a
They
huge home run.
Yeah, they did so well with that. Or like Punk is Dead. We saw some videos of them playing at Skull and Roses. That's hilarious.
No, they're different style for sure. That's different. Now,
Yeah.
see, Jazz is Dead. People think of the like.
It's pretty
is it
highbrow.
Warren Haynes?
No, it's Jimmy
That's
Herring.
in
It
the.
was Jimmy Herring, and now it's
Jimmy
Steve
Herring.
Kimmock.
That's not the one I think of. I always try to remember the other one. The
That's
one
the
I
best
actually
Dead
liked.
lineup.
The one I
Those
liked
two.
was done by another band. They were like, it was kind of maybe electronic jam band in the field of Lotus, that area of music, and they did a session called Jazz is Dead,
Okay.
to where they brought in horns and did this whole thing, but they weren't Jazz is Dead, the band, and I can't remember what that was, and every time I talk about it, people bring up the other one. I'm like, yeah, fine.
you don't fucking know what I'm talking about.
Oh man.
But I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm gonna search a little
Made
deeper
me think
here.
of Pink Talking Fish a little bit.
What a
I love those guys.
yeah. Well, see, I love the Talking Heads.
Yeah,
I
man,
don't-
Let's
I
do
don't-
it all. How about we
Do
do
it-
Pink Floyd,
Yeah.
I love Pink Floyd.
Talking Heads, and Fish
Fish.
covers?
We'll
only.
also play the Grateful Dead as well.
Yeah.
We'll do all that, but I just like. I don't think that I could cover Pink Floyd necessarily, and I don't think I would want to cover Fish.
I want to cover one of these days. I've wanted to cover that ever since I heard it. I think that is such a heater. You know the one I'm talking about with the slide and the
Album
the
is it
delay.
on?
It's like dun 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 dun.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So no, I wasn't talking about like Joe Russo, although they do great. They do great renditions of songs, and I love the way that they like fuck with like the composition of them, because that gave us permission to do what we do, because we change stuff and interpret things differently when we do our versions. But I meant more like, Grass is Dead or something like that. Like, what's your favorite like other lens that the Dead has been shown through? Like, they even did that like Dead and Biggie album.
Yeah. I don't know. That one, it should make sense to me, but it
that
was,
album, the mashup. What was that
it
one
was
called?
okay. I do think that style should be worked on more. Because I love jam and hip hop, and I would love to.
I always thought that was
dive
gaudy.
deeper into that, but
Gaudy?
I did. I thought it was a little gauche.
If it's done right.
Yeah. No.
It's
So
gotta be
like,
done right.
Dead as a okay, like
tasteful.
Panda Bear and Animal Collective were big Grateful Dead fans, and they sampled a lot of stuff like What's Become of the Baby and I think Rosemary,
Yeah.
and they're really like Blues for All maybe too.
So avant-garde.
yeah, yeah.
The two most avant-garde songs they ever did. That's what we'll base our shit on.
We're gonna just sample his voice.
But I get it, man. They made something
like
for
that.
everybody.
Well, so they like apparently they had an album that they named as a Dead reference. They had an album called Merriweather Post Pavilion. That was
I really fuck with them though. I fuck with their music. It's again described as like
they did short movies.
noise rock. A lot of people will call them like garage psychedelic noise rock, shit like that. And I love it. I love how dreamy and off it can be, and it's like very childish at times. Like people feels like people are just
What
having
was that
like
fucking
having fun
movie?
on the drums.
The Animal Collective movie?
The
that you-
zombie movie?
That shit
Yeah,
was
that
wild,
shit
too.
was so goofy.
That's
what was
so
it called?
creative, man.
I
You're
don't
hating
remember.
because it's so artistic.
Okay,
bro.
No,
So-
Shit's
no,
cool.
I want to clarify that I wasn't the one that brought that to our friend group. But
Yes.
Oh, fuck you, dog.
I want to say
I
that I'm the most upper crust. I have the most
is-
class.
No,
I
because
have
I
most
feel like it's
cultured.
getting put on me like that.
No,
I
talk
brought
about
so
you're
like we
claiming-
watched it.
Why are you claiming
That?
Yeah, why are you claiming
Well,
movies?
because I think when we watched it, it was during my birthday celebration at our friend's grandparents' house. We watched it there.
Yeah. I remember us watching it in Toby and I's old apartment.
Oh, okay. And I wasn't even there. Huh?
No,
way
this-
before you.
Okay, I thought you were like, away from you.
Yeah, be away from me.
Dude, oh my God. That's funny. It reminds me, oh my God, I had a weird thing with the chickens recently. I like
Oh,
went
yeah,
to, no,
chicken
sorry, you know,
stories?
I went, flee from me.
Yeah.
And they were like running, and then they started
I
coming
love
back up because they're
that.
curious. And then I was like,
Yeah.
I bet you're wondering why I'm here. And they're like, what?
But I'd pay $100 to see that.
Oh yeah, no, it's fucking sweet. And it's like they run the like little raptors, like, oh God.
That would please me very much. I want to see you
They
say
are little
flee from me,
raptors.
but genuinely. I can't see you do it and lie.
Don't
Are you-
lie to me.
Flee from me.
I don't know if you're that good
I don't
of
know.
an actor. You know,
Flee from me.
it's not bad.
Hold
Yeah.
on,
It's
hold on,
acting.
hold on. Houston, say it now.
Or no? Flee from me.
Don't do the murr. Just do it.
Flee from me. There it is. Yeah.
Put some reverb to
Okay, go. Flee from me. Flee from me, child. Flee from me. Flee now. I want you gay. Flee from me. Villains don't have to be gay, but whatever. They all are always gay. Why are all your villains gay?
Coded gay. I didn't like that.
Damn. Yeah. No, he'll fuck you over with that reverb.
He does.
bullseye.
He did. He really did. I don't even know why.
Now everyone has a healing.
I don't know why they did that.
Oh, this is me normal.
But yeah, that's what chickens are like. They go, what?
Yeah. Why? I don't know why. Stop asking me.
That's the question.
You're driving
isn't
me
it?
crazy. No, I don't. Again, you brought this up the other day. That's your question. You got to get over that. You got to ask how, because how is answerable a little bit.
Why girls?
You can figure out how something happens, but to ask why,
I don't.
will drive you crazy. You're
Sometimes
gonna
you
die
can't
not
figure
knowing
out how
that.
something happens.
So that happened. and-
How? We can get close to how on any level, but you can't ask why. You're gonna drive yourself mad, son.
I think you can drive yourself mad asking how.
How does this work?
I think
figure out how
I think
something-
any question could be maddening.
depending on what you're asking. How? I mean, what?
What?
Did you ask?
What? That's definitely
How do
something
the
you don't know.
stars align?
When? Now, when might be the one?
Oh yeah, dude, that's so
When they'll
sad.
drive you mad. I guess they all. If you're crazy, they're all gonna drive you mad. But I
I
prefer
love
a
that.
how.
I love that scene in Lord of the Rings where fucking Gandalf knocks out Denethor.
I don't know about that.
He's just no, like Dabber just brought it up. He goes, yeah, he said, "Flee for your lives." Like, yeah, he's like, "Flee for your lives."
Yeah.
And Gandalf knocks him out. He goes,
Oh,
"Prepare for battle."
so that's where it was. That's where your chicken battle came from. Battle cry. Your chicken battle cry.
No, the flee from me just sounds like a funny thing to shout.
But it's also
Chickens,
from
yeah.
a show you like that just happened.
No, they
he's
reminded him. It
He's
just
just Houston's just on that shit.
the Lord of the Rings shit. Yeah, I just love that though. Yeah, he's like, "Flee, flee for your lives, abandon your post, flee." KOs him with the staff. Prepare for battle. That's
Do
the
you
best
go
side.
to-
of it.
See, Illuminati's on it too.
Illuminati. Have you ever gone to a different time period in a trip? Do you go like Roman with your
I
visuals
thought I
or
was
shit?
okay. So I went to a trip at my friend's our friend's house
I went to a
in
trip.
Varnell, Georgia. They lived in this trailer out in the middle of the woods in Varnell, and I got so spun that I literally thought we were in the 80s.
I like
thought
that.
we were in
I
the
think
80s.
because I'd be
Okay.
like putting on a coat.
Now,
and
well,
be,
now
like,
that you
feeling it
say
out.
that, like I've definitely had trips where it's like
Themed.
No, it feels like a different time period. There could be almost kind of like a film grain haze over things, and it
I feel like I was
feels-
aware that it was themed, though, that it wasn't actually in a time. I've never actually been lost.
Oh, you're like, this is a costume party.
I'm suiting up. It's the 80s for me tonight.
Yeah,
Just me.
Okay, slick that hair back into that mullet, baby.
It was so like that night was a weird time because I remember we all got kind of spun out and then they like retreated to their bedroom maybe for a while. I
For
don't
the
know.
night.
I don't know.
For the evening.
Well, so they came back out, and I was like, "Oh, hey guys, I'm watching the original. Fucking what is it? Thanks for all the fish. The Hitchhiker's Guide. I was
Okay.
watching the old one.
Okay.
I was like, I'm watching this, and they're like, "Is this new?" And I was like, "Yeah,
Yeah.
for all of us. You want to watch it?" Like,
Dude,
Sometimes
and-
you gotta trick people for them to enjoy themselves.
Well, and
you
that
know?
show was pretty psychedelic in itself. They went out on those aliens. Dude.
yeah. And then we watched the Cheech and Chong shit. And
Wait, the original? What do you mean by that? What's the
There's
old
an
one?
old one.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
I
old as fuck.
designed my life off of that book. I didn't know there's an old movie.
Yeah.
That's a show.
I'll have to not watch it until it's scary to me.
Until
And
it's
I'll check it
scary
out.
to you.
Yeah, 1981.
Well, I'm already a little scared. Wow, this seems
Yeah,
vaguely
It's
familiar,
just
but
very,
nah,
yeah. It was
I don't
just-
know.
And that, and we watched.
British?
Oh, is it British? Yes.
I do remember it then. I didn't like when I found this. I didn't know it was the original, in my experience. So now I got to go back knowing that and maybe.
Sam
Appreciate
Rockwell.
it.
Yeah, it's
Sam-
still kind of. It's still Sam Rockwell. Okay, not many relevant photos there. Google, aren't you supposed to be getting smarter? Supposed to be smarter than me by now.
I forgot Zaphod Beeblebrox was
a thing.
Yeah, I forgot.
People Brocks.
Oh, that's so funny.
Oh.
Love that.
Then I ran into my friend Zaphod. I said, "What's up, Zaphod?" He said, "Nothing." I said, "That's cool." So it's 3 a.m. I'm on the corner wearing my leather.
The
Man.
Intelligent Shade of Blue. That's still my favorite thing from that book. That blew my mind. And I've
intelligent
never,
shade of blue.
yeah, just thinking about colors having degrees of intelligence, and certain ones are more aware of themselves than other, just general colors.
Well, I think so. So what's pink? It's extra spectral. So what do we think
That
about?
might be the smartest one.
I think
Magenta
it
might be.
It's got to be the most
high
self-aware,
IQ.
right?
Because it's not even perceived by people. It's almost fourth dimensional. In a sense, you know?
It's not real. Pink is not a real color, guys. Look it up.
Yeah,
it's
shout
extra
out.
spectral. It does not exist.
Barbie was the most psychedelic all along.
Yeah.
You just missed it.
That's
man.
why it was so successful. Did you watch Barbie?
Yeah.
But oddly,
Did you watch Barbie?
I did.
I have not watched Barbie. Have all of you watched Barbie?
Dude, the whole world saw it. Dude.
Yeah.
Am I like the
wanted-
last man on earth for Barbie?
I really wanted to
You're
watch
kind of
Oppenheimer. I wish Oppenheimer went direct to Max.
No, I didn't see that one yet.
Okay, Dabber's with me on it. He hasn't seen it.
Dude, I don't know what's going on, but I want to see Argyle.
I don't know about it.
I've heard things.
You know what was bad? Like, bad? That Bryan Cranston was in? Asteroid City.
You really?
I hated it.
I watched
Really? What did he do to hurt you?
No, well, he did. great.
Houston loves Wes Anderson. I mean,
watched-
I love
I
Wes
watched that
Anderson
too,
too.
and
It's a bad
It
ending.
was too quirky,
It's a bad ending.
a little too quirky. It did, you know. I had a giggle
Okay.
It was
when
fun.
they showed the alien
When
alien
they
scenes. There's
a
giggle.
funny moment with a runner in it, like the actual bird. They're like in the desert, and a roadrunner comes up and goes meep meep. Or it's more like a.
Okay.
Not necessarily a meat. That's copyrighted.
Yeah,
bro.
you can't do that. There probably was a Warner Brothers movie though,
So
or was it like an A24 type of thing? Doesn't matter.
Tilda Swinton was amazing in it.
Do you want to see
Honest-
that wrestling
she's
one?
always
That
great.
A24. What is it called? It's a story about the wrestler whose like family all died, and some of them died in the ring.
Sounds like a.
Are you talking about the one with Zac Efron and your
I think
twin?
so.
Who's his twin?
My literal twin, guys. I'm coming out.
No, so like no, his twin.
Who's
the
his twin?
The dude, Lip.
Okay, I thought that's who you were
Yeah.
referring to. Okay.
I don't remember actually.
Y'all, both y'all
I just remember the
motherfuckers are
story.
Gene Wilder Jr.
Yeah.
and it's crazy.
Well, I'd have to see
Strange
Toby without a
children.
beard, maybe,
I don't know
to
if
make
you're
that
gonna see
distinction.
that for
He
a
looks,
while.
he looks just. Pull your beard back.
So I'm thinking, Toby without a beard, I think looks like Prince Charles.
I gotta be like, I don't know. I feel like I had to be super ripped to like go no beard. It's gonna
like your twin brother.
It's gonna chisel me up in the face.
I always thought Robert Plant looked like, or Toby looked like Robert Plant a little bit too. And that's being really nice.
Not a. Oh, nice to me or him? Because
to him.
Yeah, it sounds
Robert
like
Plant.
you're being nice to him. If I'm gonna be real.
How?
You think he's fucking hot shit? You
Yeah,
lick
I
his
think
stomach?
he's a fucking sex symbol a little bit when he was younger. Yeah.
Okay.
Who?
Robert Plant.
Yeah.
From Led Zeppelin?
Yeah, him in his tight little pants.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you kidding me?
All right. No,
he was absolutely a sex symbol. That was like the whole thing. He's like the proto Prince almost.
Yeah, like he's
I
proto.
look like him.
So whenever when Dennis was singing on "It's Always Sunny," he's trying to do a Robert Plant. When he's like,
oh, in the tight,
Yeah.
shiny clothes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's some. Were they hair metal? Did they border on hair metal?
yeah,
'Cause, like,
a lot of people called that hair metal, and the
they
beginning
were
of heavy metal.
psychedelic hair metal. I would put it in the long list of things they were.
Yeah,
it
one
would
of
be
the-
in there somewhere.
Best music trios ever. They threw down for having three guys playing instruments.
Fuck
If
yeah,
you don't
dude.
count harmonica.
Kind of crazy. Just three dudes getting it on.
I mean, yeah, dude. Like fucking Achilles' Last Stand. When you think of it,
It never connected with me, guys. I never liked. I mean,
Led Zeppelin.
You're coming out to say you don't like Pink Floyd right now?
They're not talking about Pink Floyd.
Led Zeppelin.
Robert Plant.
Talking about-
Okay, yeah, we're talking about
Zeppelin.
Zeppelin. But
Yeah.
either way, because you
I
said
like
something
Pink
about
Floyd.
Floyd a minute ago, and I got it.
I wouldn't play it like there's
All right.
I don't have the same connection to it to be able to play it. Right? Does that make sense?
Oh yeah. Well, there's not the
but
mutability
also-
there either.
But also, I've just never been a huge fan of Zeppelin.
because you're afraid
in
of the
general.
devil. You know.
well, I'm thinking that Davey doesn't like the gut bucket blues style. Where
I
you-
mean, I really like. I love the fact
But-
that they like made a lot of their songs
talking about
based
balls,
off of
man.
fantasy. I like the fantasy aspect and the mythological aspect to their music. I like that, but it never connected with
So
me.
yeah, I mean, since I've been loving you, like this doom sort of aspect to the blues, like
Yeah.
this damned kind of quality.
so even just like slower blues,
Never,
good.
yeah. But like, oh man, I could just start rattling off like obscure good Led Zeppelin songs. Like, I really like In the Evening.
See, Physical Graffiti is probably
yeah, double disc. Yeah, get your double disc. Oh man, that's a good
they're,
one.
I don't know. They're the background to a terrifying but introspective trip.
But see, I love King Crimson.
Love King Crimson.
Love King Crimson. Is that why I maybe don't like Led Zeppelin?
Maybe. I mean,
think they're on different
Because
sides
like
of the spectrum?
King Crimson just like took that kind of thing and just
took off with it.
Yeah.
Well, like so they also like dabbled in chamber music and like classical.
Yeah.
And they had like the
really making it medieval.
yeah, they were medieval. And they
Real
also
shit.
like fucking they had the pedigree a little bit. You know, they were like actual scholars. And they fucking like tried to adapt with technologies that were available at the time. Led Zeppelin not so much. But I mean, like '80s Zeppelin is pretty good.
They were
too.
dabbling in magic. You know, they had their own special kind
Yeah,
of thing.
no, they were like into occult philosophies and yeah, like Jimmy Page was like idolized Aleister Crowley. Like he got really big into heroin and really big into S&M and
Well, it'd make it hurt less. I think there's a combo there. Give me a clap for that one. That was a
I don't
dad
know. I
joke.
mean, he's just like
I was trying to bring it back around.
I don't know what Jimmy Page was doing, like using a literal whip to like whip cigarettes out of girls' pussies. I don't know what he was up to. He was up
Man,
to
those
some weird
old
stuff.
stories.
What are you
These
doing back there?
psychos.
You whipping cigs out of girls' pussies back there? Is that what you're doing?
Man, think about like, okay, so it had to be like 40s, 50s when like the first real celebrities in society started to exist, because like hundreds of years ago there was not
royalty.
this, like,
It was just royalty
Yeah.
was the celebrity.
there was not a there's not an
there
everyman
were orgies,
royalty.
dude. They're like these Caligula, my
But
brother.
see, I feel like people in the 50s, 60s, people were experimenting with the idea of celebrity, because it was like
It's
all of a
always-
sudden things
yeah,
get thrown
yeah.
at you, and there is no position like that 100 years before, you know. So
Outside of politics, maybe.
I guess I see what you're saying. It was all like within a royal family in the olden days. That was celebrity,
Yes.
but that was few and far between. When when anyone could become royalty.
Well,
in a
like
sense.
money and status, like because there was like
They did fucked
social
up shit.
capital, yeah,
Because they were tooling with the idea of like, how far could I go? Like, I can do anything with people.
I'm gonna
People just
catch a
fucking
fish
listen to
and
me.
just
People
fuck
listen,
someone with it.
Yeah,
I-
I'm probably gonna get my dick wet. That's probably how this is gonna go.
I'm gonna
I-
destroy myself with this.
I give a few people a pass in the early days. You know, like
Gets- wait, who gets a pass?
At latest Elvis.
Okay,
Elvis
before
gets a pass.
He's
Because there's
tooling
no
with a
archetypes.
celebrity that there
were
was
no
never a
archetypes
level
before
of him.
them.
Yeah, he reached a level that's like king stat. He was the king.
Well,
he
didn't
could literally
both
just
he
control
and-
people's minds.
And
dude.
what was the?
He could do anything he wanted. But
I mean, didn't he marry a 14-year-old?
He
He
could
did
get away.
whatever he
let's
wanted.
like
No
tiptoe
one ever
away
brings
from
that-
that side of rock and roll. Let's just stay the hell away from the young groupies that
yeah,
I
but,
hate that.
Yeah,
slowly,
but
like,
that's a thing.
dude, yeah, oh yeah, dude.
you don't hear the stories.
David
of,
Bowie?
of people,
And,
you know,
and
what-
no offense to the people in the chat, didn't Bob Weir meet his wife when she was like 15?
bomb dropped.
I don't know.
No, you know
Didn't
this.
do it.
He did? Or just tell me,
I
did
think
he?
So, I'm
what, in
pretty
his
sure
early
he-
20s?
No, he was in his 30s.
His 30s.
Anthony Kiedis was one, and it bummed me
That's
out
a-
when I
that's
found
a
that out.
distance.
Oh,
I hate that there's a baby groupie like that. Like he apparently was dating a girl whose nickname was the baby groupie.
Oh, that's
She-
baby.
Yeah, I hate
just
that.
a groupie into fish. It was a mud shark.
A mud shark. Okay, fucking him with the fish. Yeah. So apparently they did do that. John Bonham fucked someone with a fish.
Oh my god.
But see, yeah,
A
see,
mud
that's
shark,
like-
apparently.
It feels like very similar to what like dictators or like kings would do, because they like felt this control and power that no one can handle, and there was no rules to it.
Yeah.
Until a certain point, it's like now I don't see celebrities
unacceptable.
sticking their dicks in burritos
Well,
and cheating
didn't
on their wives.
Elvis demand to be a U.S. Marshal, and he got it?
Yeah, he definitely did. Yeah.
Demand.
He was part. What was the
marshal
name
status?
of the organization? Was it the ATF? He feel like he was an honorary ATF agent or something like that.
Yeah.
Ridiculous. Like with Nixon.
DEA?
Not Nixon. I'm
if
sorry.
you went DEA, that's sick.
DEA.
He's
it
like
is
fucking snorting coke.
Yeah.
Like, let me go get the
I want
drugs.
to be the top.
I got a private plane. I will put the drugs on the plane.
I
You'll
have
never
the-
see the drugs again.
the perfect
I'll
gun.
dispose of them.
A gold revolver.
Yeah, give
That's
it-
my service weapon. That's my sidearm. That's my
That's my side
small
arm.
arm.
Yeah.
How much money would it take for you to be a cop?
Dude, what?
How much money a year? I thought
I mean,
Okay, Davey would
for you
have to be.
give up, you have to kind of give up your life.
Well, Davey, I feel like would be. Sorry to speak for you.
okay.
He would be either a marshal or a Texas Ranger. That's how I
Texas
see him.
Ranger. Okay.
Are you racist? Okay.
What?
What?
No, fighting crime with karate. What? And shotguns.
Yeah, what are you talking about, dude? My
Is that what you think of Texas? He's
You
a
know-
black man.
Yeah, his partner was a black
I
man.
think of
and he
Border
was a bat.
Patrol.
What are
I
you
think of-
talking about?
ICE and Border Patrol when I think Texas Ranger. But we're not talking Walker. I mean, that's a different story.
Oh my god.
Is that what you mean?
No.
Not talking about Walker?
We are.
So yeah, no. Well, obviously you're a fucking Mountie.
Yeah, you fucking.
You're a
Dudley
fucking-
Do
You're gonna
Right,
put me up-
motherfucker.
what?
You get to be Brendan Fraser though.
You're putting me up as a Canadian cop?
Yeah,
No, it's just.
the Royal Mountie,
And
dude.
you get to be a Texas Ranger? Both of y'all are Texas Rangers? Is
I
this
like
a cool
it.
thing?
Yes. Oh yeah. Sorry, dude.
At least I'm chill, and I just don't.
Actually,
I don't arrest anyone.
You want to hear something? I looked up left-handed career options.
Okay, would any of you in that room be an agent for money? I gotta know.
I want to know your line.
So, Joel,
what's your line?
Joel thinks everybody's a cop already.
No,
so
I
this
think
is
Joel,
not good for
Joel's
him.
already turned, and he's trying to get a good offer for us.
Okay,
I can double up your paranoia.
Oh, you're gonna flip the paranoia.
Yeah, dude,
back
I'm
on
scared
Joel.
of
I
you.
have a question. Okay, so like, how long? So like, if you've ever snitched,
I
are
wanna
they
know how
ever
much to be
okay?
a cop.
Tell me
I just
right
wanna-
now,
like,
if
how
you've
much
ever
how much
snitched
a
on
year
me.
to
Is there a
really
time-
just be a cop? Like, are we talking $3 million a year, and you're not being a
Yes!
cop still?
Dude, what? Yes.
Yeah, no.
Okay, we're
I'm
talking
good.
300
The
million
low
a year.
So you're
60?
saying what you've been offered. You're like, you gotta do this with me. Like,
300. What do we need? What's our counter, dude?
Yeah.
I mean, where you billion?
I
$1 billion 1 year.
$1 billion. Can I
1
give?
year to be a cop, and you got to be a real cop.
I want to be.
Can I be a
Gotta be a
cool
good
cop?
cop.
Oh, I can't
be a good cop.
I can't be a cool cop.
I want to be a jag
Can't
lawyer.
be a dirty
Yeah.
cop.
Snitches are
you
snitches
can
are
be a
never
cool cop,
Don't
but you
snitch.
can't be a dirty cop.
Would we be? We would be the super troopers, yeah, but less funny.
Yeah, they're hilarious.
They're fucking hilarious,
We're
dude.
annoying.
Yeah, park ranger. That smoking
No,
pot.
I would be dirty instant. Like, I would just think
I
I'm the
can't
guy
have
on
the
the inside
responsibility.
now.
Make
Bad
me a
lieutenant.
partner.
Instant.
It's like,
Yeah, show me your
obviously,
tits.
I can't
Street-
do
yeah.
it. It's got to be someone who can go in and double face and be like, "Oh yes, nice to meet you, sir," and then just be smuggling coke with us
And
on
then
the
when
sly.
when you step out of the office, you undo that top button to let everybody know.
and then bam, starts playing in the background. Where did that music?
Yeah,
come
let's
from?
do some damage.
Yeah.
That's right. Dude,
You
I'd
feel
like
that
to-
metal
saying
butterflies?
That, I think it'd be sick to have a shirt that when you unbuttoned it, it had a little thing playing in the back.
Like when
Yeah,
you
a little-
open one of
little
those
speaker
cards,
in the back.
and then it gets stuck and only plays that song, and you
Just
gotta-
that one riff.
Friday nights and the lights are on.
Always got Little River Band loaded up.
Yeah, there's
When's the last time you did a desk pop?
No, there's
Summer
no desk
of
pops. There's a desk pop right here.
Yeah, dude.
Oh, this is Sanka Coffee.
You guys
From
remember
Cool Runnings?
Cool Runnings.
Oh wow,
Sanka, you dead man?
the John Candy movie.
Yeah. So last week I got Houston a pop. Oh, what's wrong?
What? No, nothing. Go on.
What's wrong? Do I have to? Do you need another one?
You need a pop?
What?
You need another
How
one,
did
dude?
you get that from that? I'm
He's
happy
craving
with
a
it.
pot.
You're
You fucking no, dude. You did. It's not like you said you were getting
No,
me
you got
another
him.
one.
You got him a pop to pay him back
I got him a
for
pop.
the lotion.
gift bag.
No. He's still getting.
Not
he's still
one
getting
thing
his
was a
own.
lotion, by the way.
He's getting.
The
He's
sauce.
He's still getting a
skin
smell good bag.
sauces.
I'm still gonna get him a smell good bag.
The sauce is for your skin.
I just-
Oh,
have it.
anything with teak wood,
Yeah.
highbrow for me.
My plan is to
teakwood.
That's
go over
good
there when
shit.
I gotta go
Anything
get
that has
strings.
teak wood is an ingredient.
Okay.
By the
okay,
way.
about this
Okay.
fancy shit.
Lotion, a scent, hand wash.
I don't want you to tell me what you want.
I'm just saying what's good.
Get in my-
I'm just listen.
Listen, I'm telling you.
I'll get
Exactly
I'll,
what you
you're
need to
gonna,
do.
You,
Yeah,
I
you
hope
get what you get.
You're gonna.
You
be
don't
happy.
demand teak wood.
Okay, so you're still gonna get your
Another
gift
pop.
bag. You want another one? The dragons are expensive, dude. The dragons are like $25 a piece.
Thank you.
I can't-
Thank you.
Get
Thank you.
Get them
That's
all the dragons or nothing. Like, that's obviously.
Yeah, those are the ones.
one
I
will
want.
do. I don't
What?
want all three. That's crazy. Why would you think I wanted all three? Just one and a Jon Snow.
Yeah.
All the dragons.
Okay, so let's quickly hold on.
Why are you into pops all of a sudden?
No,
So-
they're
no.
just okay. So, him? Why is
You.
he?
He's got a pop guy.
I'm
He's
not
got a pop
into
man.
him.
He's
so
got a
I'm-
pop guy.
No, it's fucking McKay's. So there's
Case is
That's your pop guy.
yeah. So there's a used book movie shop in Chattanooga and one in Knoxville.
They've changed
Emporium.
They used to have a different reputation 10 or more than 10 years ago.
it used to be dirt fucking cheap and a lot of
And
it,
sketchy.
and sketchy.
It was a
you
pawn
might get
shop.
into a fight.
And
Yeah.
it's a pawn shop that you could drop books off of that you sell from your grandma.
Okay, so your Jon Snow pops are expensive as fuck, doggy.
That's gonna be a little bit. If you want, do you want
What is that one?
The one with the shit behind it? You want
No,
the one
sorry.
with the seat? He wants the
Oh,
Game of
okay,
Thrones
Ghost.
backing.
They
20
have
bucks.
a ghost one with him. How fucking cute.
I want the $45.
Well, look at that
one.
though. Look at that. The him and
Cute,
Regal.
man.
That's perfect for someone like me.
Oh, they have a signed one.
Why do you
Together.
want Pops now? I was asking him before. Why you want them now? You have been turned on. You've been
Sorry.
turned on to Pops.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah. For
Funko's
this.
your
Yeah,
thing.
dude. Yeah. For this.
Well, I
yes.
want a Jerry Garcia one. You know,
Just saying.
and
I know what
I'll
I'm
get you
getting you
one
for
right
your
now,
birthday.
dog.
Okay.
Order it right now. I'll do it.
You
for
can't
you.
tell me shit.
Look at the Jerry Garcia one.
it's a
55 bucks.
though.
50
If it was a
bucks.
30, I might.
All right.
throw that
38.
now.
I don't know.
38, 200.
Find it 35 or less, and we'll do it right
Dang, fellas.
That's not. I don't know if that's gonna happen, my
35,
dude.
man.
I
It's
already
not that
know
bad.
what Davey's getting for his
99,
birthday.
50.
Are we? Have we?
76.
now. Oh, 36? Did I see a 36?
That's,
Dude, that
was
looks like you. That
56.
Jerry looked like Davey.
Above it?
76.
The blue shirt, Davey.
Oh, that's an album.
That Jerry looks like
dude,
Davey
You don't
right there.
get the Jerry Pops here.
Okay, so
You have
yes.
to get you a black market drape.
Have we ever done a Davey birthday?
Yeah, we do them every year. We do a
I-
birthday episode for everybody every year.
I didn't know if I'd seen one for you. I'd seen Toby's.
Yeah,
No,
I hadn't
Toby,
seen it. Yeah.
Toby turns.
So there's
Davey
always a
turns,
birthday-
Houston turns.
Okay.
and we do. Well, it depends. Both of ours have been on like.
I guess I need to
music
order yours in the next
streams.
week for it to be here by your birthday, which is what, the 20th?
Yeah,
Okay.
but I'm. Yeah,
I know what I'm
Kurt
getting you.
Cobain's
And it-
birthday.
I know it's not.
And
Oh, look
Rihanna's
at that! Look at
birthday.
that!
Oh, shit.
Look at that shirt.
That's respect.
Which shirt?
The reflections shirt.
That's just a vinyl.
That's a CD, my dude.
That shirt
Big
is
old vinyl.
amazing.
You talking about the shirt he's got
giant
on,
CD.
where it's
Yeah.
his
We got
face
to-
on a train? I wish I was a headlight.
Yep.
We didn't get to see a record pressed, but we did get to go and look.
Did we tell you that?
No.
So we
You have to look at the machines that press them. We didn't actually catch a pressing,
Yeah,
but it was cool.
we got to
see.
play at a
They're
really
like-
cool venue called the Vinyl Lounge in
We
Nashville.
talked about a lot of shit around it. Maybe I don't know if we talked. Or no,
But yeah, they took us. I feel like we talked about this on the last podcast.
no. We were talking the last podcast. We were talking about the bathroom incidents.
No, that was the podcast before.
That was earlier tonight.
I had an incident in the
Exactly.
bathroom. I'm about to have an incident in the bathroom right now.
My bathroom incident. The bathroom incident would have been a lot better than the string cheese. So let's be real.
Whoa.
Better than-
But no, okay.
I'm not a fan, but
No, I
they're
just
great.
need a funnier name. I mean, oh,
I love a Kangalin. That's the best instrument name ever.
a Kangalin.
goddamn carpet.
Yeah, the
weed.
Kangalin, the Michael Kang
Okay.
mandolin.
Michael Kang. My cocaine.
But anyway,
If you
it was
say
cool
that's
to
my
see. I do
cocaine,
want to see.
you sound like Michael Caine saying Michael Caine. Say my cocaine.
Michael Kangalin.
Yeah, it does sound like that. It does sound like that sometimes.
Man, I can't believe how Michael Kang plays the mandolin though. For real, I guess it's not a mandolin.
No.
It sounds like Trey though.
Yeah. He rips that little thing.
Unbelievable.
That little guy rips that little thing.
Yeah, dude. It's unbelievable.
Michael Caine plays the mandolin.
Kang.
Yeah,
Not Michael, the actor.
Not my cocaine.
Yeah.
Michael Kang. The
yeah.
guy from String Cheese.
Lubert Kang's little brother, Michael. Liu
Okay,
Kang.
different.
Liu
Yeah.
Kang.
Lubert. Louboutin.
Did you guys like that new Mortal Kombat movie?
Oh,
One that came out a couple years ago?
you know, I liked it just for that scene where they're attacking the village and he makes a kunai.
Okay.
I was like, fuck yeah.
Yeah, that was
That's
cool.
ninja AF.
Yeah, I'm gonna take this because that's what happened.
That's
is they
why-
took gardening tools and turned them into weapons. They just hit someone with a gardening tool and turned it into a martial art.
Yeah.
It's real shit.
I like that. I liked that. Did I like the made up guy?
Main character.
Did I like that? And that he was a UFC fighter? Yes.
Oh, you did like that?
No, not
Gross.
really. Not really. But I was like, okay, so now they all have crazy finishing moves now, or special. What do they call it?
It's a special. They just have superpowers. You're a superpower now.
yeah, you
not
gotta
just,
tap into your superpower. And Kano,
You said it was the fighting style and the weapons were based off of gardening tools. I always thought when I watched kung fu movies and I saw them pick up a random thing in a store or something that
Yeah.
wasn't used like that, wasn't a tool, and then they turned it.
Are you thinking
that
of
was
that
always my favorite
one
thing.
scene
Well, no,
in
there's
Ninja
plenty.
Turtles 2?
Mop.
Where he takes the sausages and
there's a
uses them as
broom.
an nunchuck. Yeah,
There's
broom.
Like- Where
sausage chucks, yes,
Like-
as well. Anything you just pick up and you use as an impromptu weapon.
Yeah, that's
I was
what
always
it-
impressed with that. You pick up a big pizza box. It's all Ninja
Turtles,
Turtles.
yeah.
Like the
So there's a
You know,
staff,
it's like-
there's a sword, one's got size.
I do think they also used maybe a mop or a broom at a time. You know,
Oh, of course, yeah.
There's I remember vividly someone getting mopped in the face.
Oh, okay. I remember one where he had a staff and he
See,
like.
when I
chucked
say
a
kung
bucket.
fu movies, I mean Ninja Turtles.
I do like that. You mean Ninja Turtles 2?
Yeah. Secret
I
of
liked
the
in Kung Fu Hustle when the gay guy put the shower curtain rings on his
And
arm.
yeah, dude, that's also a fucking fighting style. That with those rings on your arm.
But being able to make an impromptu MacGyver instrument
And the two blind,
death.
Impressive.
An
the
instrument
two
of death.
blind
But it
guys
always- it's
playing
all-
music.
That
It
one
makes
was
you
amazing.
feel like you can do something if someone walks in. I'm like, I'll grab that piece. Look at that. That's a good chunk of a table. It's got a
You
mean
can't get to
corner.
it fast enough. You got to go with something in your vicinity.
What? If someone's coming
Bam.
from
Shot
outside,
in
I
the
can hear
stomach.
them and get out.
Toby,
What? Someone comes through the window?
if someone comes through, that's Houston's problem.
But no, I just like the idea of just looking around and you're like, he will die and we will find weapon. I will go grab an actual weapon or a gun and then we'll be good.
Well, first of all, do you not have your knife on you?
no,
Yeah. You don't.
flip it at him, dog.
I have a dagger.
That's a scary thing.
I loved. So we were at that vinyl lounge. Did you fix it yet?
What?
Did you fix it yet?
What? Yeah, he's good. He's good. He just got it. He figured it out.
It's cooler looking, right?
He has to be cool. now.
Dapper's trying to get us against each other again. Who gets the gun first?
Oh,
not Toby.
I'm not.
that
we're not
ruined
taking the
whole
bait.
We're not doing this
podcast.
again.
We're not taking the bait, Dad.
It didn't ruin anything, but it did just cause a just terrible pissing contest.
No. So like, most of
I'm
the
getting
weapons that you've seen on like in like pawn shops and at flea markets, like those were all gardening tools or just sticks, right?
What weapons I see at flea markets?
You know the weapons you would see like in the displays because you know when you go to
Like
flea
ninja
markets, there's
stars?
always ninja stars. Yeah, I don't think that was a gardening tool, but
What did you use that for? Chop your roses from a distance?
yeah, dude,
sick if you could.
That's pretty sick. But no, like sai, those were gardening tools.
Yes.
You had kama were gardening tools.
that?
They're
I mean, kunai especially,
little
right?
size. Kunai, yeah, that's just a gardening dagger trowel thing.
Cane, just when you're old.
That's a stick. Just grabbing a stick and whapping somebody
Well,
real
It
good,
depends on what you're using.
and then learning how to do it real well.
If you're about
What
to
is
fall
the
because
two
of your
small
knees, it's a cane.
staffs called?
That's those are called eskrima sticks.
Thank you.
That'll make you scream.
They hurt. Dude.
That's the obvious. I thought that was the layup there.
What was
Make you scream.
Yeah, everybody knows. That's the
I've never
joke.
heard that before.
I
I've
had
heard
never
that
s-
word before.
I had
That's
never
a new
seen
joke to me.
a 3-section staff until I was at a tournament.
Those seem just goofy.
That's
They're-
what wins the fucking weapons category.
It's so a 3-section staff is you've got like two portions of a
nunchucks,
staff,
but they're huge,
and then
right?
there's one in the middle.
It's just the
It's
flashiest
not
looking.
huge nunchucks.
It's but with another section
Yeah, because there's
Extra
like
4 sections
in the
so
middle.
if
3.
they do like a swinging
okay.
it in a radius thing, that is the flashiest looking shit. You're like. They also do a little bit of this. There's a little bit of that.
little knocking you.
Like yeah, you hold it and you go.
if you
again-
triple knock someone in the cranium,
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
you
take
hold hands and just.
or you can grab it around their neck, and
neck
choke 'em.
Yeah,
Oh yeah,
that
that's
would be my
actually that's
go-to,
the
and
form
that's-
thing, isn't it? They go like that and then they go like that.
yeah.
Yeah. But
How
no, dude, I
quick
thought
I
I
would
was hot
go.
shit with my staff. I had my little form that goes. I go, and I do a barrel roll.
Oh hell yeah,
nice.
Barrel rolls are fun, man.
Yeah.
That's pretty sick.
Hot
in my
Wax
mind.
says, "Give me a bow staff, Darth Maul style."
Oh,
Ray Park is fucking talented.
Yeah.
The dude who played
That's
Darth
Darth
Maul.
Maul?
actual chops.
For real, dude. He played Toad in the first X-Men movie.
Did they get someone who did martial arts before they got an actor? Because he was like, you're gonna be in
he doesn't
makeup.
talk. And
I
when he
definitely-
does talk,
Doesn't
it's
matter.
Peter Serafinowicz.
I
It's
used,
not his voice.
I definitely used to think that the bow staff was going to be like Donatello's. I thought it was going to have tape on it.
And
I thought it was going to be much heavier too.
yeah, no.
No.
You gotta be able to whap people. It's about the
whap?
pullback.
Yeah. I liked so that's what's fucking people up is like the jab.
Yeah.
That's hurting people. What was it? It was like a cross thing. You were like blah 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 blah.
Yeah, when you're
so
holding
blah,
it in the middle.
Blah,
yeah.
blah 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 blah. That was another one too. You go,
That's sick, dude.
yeah, no, you go over your head with
Got
that.
him.
That's just. I don't think that would. You go like
Joel,
this.
Joel just wants a baseball bat.
You know, I was thinking
That
about
is
getting
brutal.
some
Aluminum?
Aluminum to get that sound.
baseball glove.
That twang.
tink
Yeah.
No,
Hit him with
to get
tink.
you gotta get the wooden though.
Yeah.
That's that knock.
corked.
The tink for some reason hurts worse.
I love that video
brain
where the
damage.
guy's like reaching his arm in trying to unlock the door and he gets hit with that metal bat.
Oh.
He's like pink. He's like they like
Yeah. Are you the type of guy to put a bat? Well, I have an aluminum bat at the door too, on top of
yes, a
weapons,
metal
but
kid's bat.
Are you the type to put a bat at the door, even though that's the thing I would?
I don't put anything by
I
the
would be-
door.
I
Yeah,
would be
no.
most brutal with.
I have an axe by my bed.
Well, I
An
have
axe.
a gun by my bed, but the door is for when I'm answering it. I leave. I have
Yeah, but
it
if
there
someone
in my
breaks
back.
in, they're like, "Oh shit!" another
So
weapon.
yeah, what's the worst
They
case
break
scenario?
in,
It's like they get in your house, you
then
turn the
they're gonna
lights
kill
off.
me.
Yeah,
before I shoot 'em.
you go full like now
Silence
you're
of
in
the
my
Lamb, yeah.
territory.
You're locked in here
Nah,
with me.
Yeah, fucking.
No, it's more about, are you the type of guy to leave the bat at the door, even though that's the one I would go the wildest with? If he like
He
with
already
the
said
gun,
definitely not never.
with the gun, if I catch someone, I'm putting one in them to lay them down and calling the police. Like I'm trying to be real,
like Dave Chappelle home
legit
defense.
about it because I know I could go to jail for life. The bat, I'm like, this is my house. This is not, like this is a weapon that could be. It just doesn't look as bad as a gunshot, and so I can
a
beat him to
baseball
death
bat.
within the head. Like I feel like that I could go buck wild on someone and be like,
Yeah.
I was scared.
Birdshot.
But a gun, if I put a bunch in someone, it looks like I'm evil.
Why are you putting a bunch in him?
Because I'm evil. I want,
Birdshot,
you
buckshot.
don't think after he's down, you want to just
Rat
put.
shot.
I just want to like practice on you, like see what happens to a head when it gets. I'm playing with the body.
I'm trying to be the new Gallagher up in this place.
I'm
You're playing with
it.
the body. You're
I'm
playing with your
seeing what I
food.
can do. Well, I've never
Yeah.
shot a person. Now I have. I'm going to jail for life. Might as well live it up.
Yeah, beat him. Now, so we see that the gunshots came before the beating with the bat.
it
We
looks
can
like-
tell he was already dead when you beat
So
him
you
with the bat.
sodomized him
How did
with
you
a
figure
bat
that
in
out?
castle.
Sodomized.
Yeah.
I was defending my castle.
I
Yeah.
was letting.
This is all within the castle doctrine.
was-
You can read it up and down.
Yeah, you can read
Rape
up and
with
down.
a baseball
and
bat. Rape with a
while
baseball.
you're while you're doing that,
I didn't
I'm
even want to say it in my mouth.
I
get
go
on this
with-
plane to Tijuana. Goodbye.
Yeah, I'm going full on shock doctrine.
Now the only thing is like, if you know that there's like it's so easy to solve, you have drug deals with this guy, you have something illegal, it's gonna be a big deal. You can fuck with the body, you can fuck it up and kill it more, fuck with it. You can do whatever you want.
I love this.
But
this is
if-
awesome.
otherwise, if it's like a real break-in, then you have to be careful with the body. You drag it to the yards. What my dad told me, he's like,
drag them-
You drag him
boss
inside.
someone-
No,
you
you
drag
drag
him
him
outside because that's what he told me.
No, you
Drag
shoot him in the
outside.
yard,
have-
drag him inside.
Toby, we have castle doctrine.
Yeah, you got to
Yeah.
bring him inside.
No, it's probably that way then. I'm
Yeah, it's
probably
the other way.
misremembering. That's bad. That
have
didn't
to-
happen last night. Wow, I would have dragged him to the yard last
Yeah.
night. Been like, this is me. I'm like screaming to the neighborhood, I'm king.
Phone books don't leave marks. Have crystals you can chuck at their head. Dude, I do have a fat ass chunk of labradorite that would do some damage.
And that would look like it was a last minute decision.
What? He
see
came
what I'm
at me,
saying?
so I
I
bludgeoned
grabbed the-
him to death with my
See, that's the thing.
labradorite.
So you can't have the baseball bat's even too obvious. You gotta have something that looks like you just
It's
grabbed
innocuous.
it.
Yeah.
You know,
Porcelain
I happen
toilet
to
seat
have
cup
like
lid.
a cinder
How did
block. No, just
You
leave
were
it.
in the den
Just use a fucking concrete cinder block.
that you have that you prop your table up
Yeah,
with.
those are weapons. You didn't know. You just grab that real quick, hit him over the head. It breaks. It's hilarious.
Yeah,
and you
my-
have to use the second one.
My toxic.
By now he's bleeding up from the head and he's worried.
My toxic trait is thinking I can defend my house with knives, throwing them.
With throwing knives?
Yeah, I'm
That's
thinking
so
I can
sick.
throw any knife like a throwing knife.
You can't.
Nice.
Yeah, that's my toxic trait. Is thinking I can
like
defend the
that.
house with
You should practice with knives a lot then if that's what you want to be.
He doesn't.
Uh,
Then he won't.
Maybe.
I just think that I'm just going to go on thinking I have that in my
Yeah,
toolbox.
you have to. So believing is most of it. It's like
that
90%
confidence is
like mental.
Yeah.
and then 0% practicing.
Yeah, none of that.
You don't want to.
You don't need
Don't
that. You
even
don't want
look
to
it
cloud
up.
your judgment.
gotta
You just need to
prepared
act
to do it, yeah.
Yeah, you have to act.
Yep.
You know you can do it. You will
if
do
your
it.
instincts take over,
Like,
should
can you
know how
just
to
stay
work
right there
like a
and I'm
high-level
going to nail
weapon,
you?
you know?
Don't come no closer.
Don't even
And you're
look it
done.
up. Just buy like a 50 cal. Don't even look at what ammo you're buying. Just get it.
Just get ammo, stuff it in your gun.
Don't even
Yeah.
look while you're doing it.
You need to really like watch John Wick a few times.
Yeah, by then you should
Become
be able to do
very
it blind.
emboldened and just get out there and gun fu your way to the top.
Batarangs.
What was one like the first
Batarangs,
movie you saw
yeah.
where they like broke? What am I thinking? Was it Born Identity where he broke down the gun real quick? What's the first one I saw?
I mean, there's the
Full Metal Jacket.
Full Metal Jacket.
Oh, okay. I'm having that first then.
Unload that magazine, soldier.
That became a trope. The
just
bringing you out of
assembling?
retirement.
Oh.
Like the guy who could assemble
Is it-
guns and did it for fun.
Are you thinking of Forrest Gump? Because he got really good and really fast at taking
I don't
his
know
gun
that I've
apart.
ever even watched the whole movie. Like that shit is so boring.
I just know the sound it makes when it.
Yeah. I'm not really into movies.
Dude, I saw
It's
Midsummer
already
recently.
been a
Oh,
while
okay.
since
I'll talk about this when you get back.
Yeah.
No, my head's way bigger than yours. Dog,
Yeah,
but
I want to
can
watch
eat your head.
Bo is Afraid. You mentioned A24. Are you?
Oh, that's a bad look. Bad look to have. I did. What A24 movie? What are you doing?
Oh,
what are you talking about?
Nothing. Just
What are you trying to?
Bo
pinch
is
my-
afraid-
you
like-
pinch my neck.
hi ho
That's pretty
silver
close.
away.
Camera tricks are fun.
No, I definitely want to
Practical effects are fun. Anything you can do.
get a baseball glove though. Like I know Joel said that a while ago, but I was really wanting to.
Dude, Joel be throwing the ball around. He be playing.
know,
in-
that's so
He plays
am-
like in a league or some shit too.
Perfectly American. That's such a great American pastime.
Yeah, you feel like apple pie when you hear that.
Oh man, I'm telling you, I'm about to figure out. I watched a video and I'm pretty sure I'm going to be skating backwards soon.
Oh, on
Blades.
rollerblades. Okay.
I've learned enough to try it now.
I lived on a real steep hill, so all my rollerblades and my scooter
Ate up.
got like square.
Yeah.
'Cause I
So
do-
wait, how'd you break? How do you break on your rollerblades? You go in a circle. I think that's the best way to
I
do
mean,
it.
again, the hill was really treacherous. So be like, there was a
You do a T stop.
passing road right here that you have to stop, or you fly over.
Yeah, I
Which
never
happened a couple
used
times.
the brake on the fucking blade ever.
You can just bail out. You can just fall to the ground, scrape
No, that's
yourself.
not how you do it. You
That's
either
sick,
go
too.
into circles or you do a T stop.
You can toughen up and just roll it out.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
it's about getting those scrapes.
You're
if you
right.
want to be
I'm
a
sorry.
skater,
I am a pussy. I'm sorry.
you trying to skate and you're scared to get your elbows bumped a little bit.
I guess. I don't
What are
know.
we talking? You calling
Sounds
him a pussy?
poser
For
as
not
shit.
wanting
It's a
to
poser.
fucking bail on skates.
Doing
I was
what? What are we talking about?
We're talking about stopping.
Okay.
And I'm a pussy for not diving into
I
the
never
grass.
said this. You added words.
Skating on rollerblades?
Said you were
I
a
guess like a
poser.
skateboard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
Why
you're
is he
not a real
poser?
skater.
How are you
Okay.
stopping? What? Because of blades?
No,
I
because
blade,
you're
bro?
not. You're
'Cause
not
I
really
fruit boot?
blading
I'm a fruit
out
booter?
there. No, you can blade all you want. If you
Banana
do it-
foot?
If you shred on the blades.
Yeah, I'm not Andrew Brink.
What are you, Andrew Brink, in though? What is your thing?
What is your, yeah, who, what,
What am I, Andrew Brink in?
Yeah.
I don't know the name.
Bowling.
You're
it's probably
You're an
bowling.
Andrew
You're pretty
Brink
good at
of our
bowling.
group
Yeah, I'm better than most at bowling.
with bowling.
I mean, when was the last time you went bowling?
Dude,
So how do you know?
Any given day, I will
Any
trounce.
given day was the last time you went bowling?
Any given Friday, Sunday, whatever.
Team Pup and Suds. That's right. Dabber's on that shit with us. We
Yeah.
love Brink here.
Yeah.
What's
I
your
still
favorite
haven't seen
decom?
it.
What?
No, I still haven't seen it. We've talked about watching it on
It's Disney Channel. I mean, I think
Flashback Flicks, but I never saw the Brink. And I don't know many Disney programs.
There's a movie I would really
Except
want
movies.
to
I know the movies.
suggest for Flashback Flicks. Does it have to be old? Does it have? Is that a
I don't know. It
prerequisite?
has to be something. It can't be too good.
It can't be too good because
We
we,
have to
won't
say-
talk
Okay,
over
this
it.
is okay. So here is a suggestion. You ever heard of the Devil Conspiracy?
The movie
the
called
Devil
The Devil
Conspiracy? No.
Is it old? New?
No, it's 2022.
Okay.
Maybe.
Is
I
it
don't
bad?
know.
It's not good.
Okay.
So here's a quick. You ever heard of the Shroud of Turin?
Yeah.
Okay, so the idea of the movie is a cult is trying to steal the Shroud of Turin in order to get the DNA, make a clone of Jesus.
Oh, hell yeah. If you guys don't know, the Shroud of Turin is supposedly the burial shroud of Jesus Christ. And when he rose from the grave, it emitted such a burst of energy that it basically embossed his likeness into this shroud. So there's a bearded dude on
What's a shroud?
It's
a head
just
covering.
like it's like a burial cloth. It's like a yeah.
Oh, kind of like a nuclear bomb will put your shadow on the wall, kind of shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, basically just like that. So this is the shroud.
So it's not what supposedly they wiped his sweat with. This is a burial shroud.
Yeah. So this is what would have been over him when he.
Yeah, see, this I kind of pass into when people talk about ghosts, and I'm like, it's just like leftover traumatic energy from a death or something, and you're like translating it wrong.
Okay, but this is a documentary about trying to put Satan into a Jesus clone. So,
A real documentary?
yes, it's a documentary.
Okay.
It's a documentary.
It's not a documentary at
Okay.
all. But
A
so,
mockumentary.
no, it's an action movie.
I mean, I always thought that this was interesting, but also
Crazy.
It seems too
does he
accurate,
look? Does he
but-
look like he should look?
He's got a sick stash still going. Love that.
Does he?
You know, I saw a
Does he look-
motherfucking.
They look
Do you
Middle
think he
Eastern.
look? Does he look like
It's
that?
It's stuck into, well,
I mean,
if you
if you're
reverse
looking at that
the
face, does he look?
pixelation.
Oh, he's naked.
Is that his peener?
Oh yeah. What if Jesus had a hog?
I bet he didn't know. You know,
I mean,
it's like
at
one of
least
those
he's
things.
being modest.
He's so ego.
Yeah. No
least
one's
he's
gonna
being
be
modest.
hard.
It would be
here.
hanging down.
No one. Yeah, he's got a shower for sure. Good for you. Jesus.
Nah, he's a grow. Look at him hiding. But no, I do question that, like, leaving leftover energy from traumatic events. So I could see that there was this man who, maybe had tapped into some other dimensional shit and was kind of crazy and doing mushrooms with a bunch of his boys in the desert, and like he left a mark on a lot of environments because of his energy, including possibly, like, I could make that make sense to me scientifically,
Yeah.
but it takes a while.
So I've heard residual hauntings described as static sort of things. So basically, there is an imprint of a death
Yeah.
moment,
Yeah.
and it's just there. It's dormant, and it takes a living person to trigger that sort of energetic sort of exchange where
Yeah.
it plays out.
When it's not being watched.
I buy into that as much as anything, I guess. You know, like
I just
the
don't
one
know
that-
why you would need to trigger it, because that's still
it should exist all the time.
it should be on a loop
But that's
constantly.
that-
Then if it's in motion, it should continue to be in motion until
so-
something
but that's
stops.
the-
it.
I'm describing something like maybe
That's
like
the quantum
smell,
physics shit, though. You're not calling attention to it.
The smell of
Well, yeah, so
what
it
it
could
is,
be
so-
can be happening, because like if you believe in energy that it can't be created or destroyed, where is that then coming from if it's laid
It's coming
dormant?
from you. I think it's
Or it's
coming
doing something
energy can't
else.
lay dormant.
It's doing something else. It's doing what it wants. For a
Okay,
minute.
well,
It's
I
free
mean,
for a
I
second.
guess I'm like directly, like, it's like static electricity. It's like a reaction from something that's being carried with you. So, like,
You think you have to
I don't know.
interact with it.
What I'm saying is like smelling cigar smoke in a judge's quarters, for example, maybe. You know what I mean? Like, unless
That's a ghost.
as a haunting, a residual haunting effect.
Okay,
that
like you,
smells
like
random.
on a cold, foggy night such as this, you can still hear them in the distance.
Sometimes
smell
it
the
smells like
cigar.
cigars in his chambers
They
still.
stuck in a butthole.
Show me your tail.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So what is the Confederate soul? It's the Jack. No, not.
Well, there's green eyes around
That's
here.
That's what I'm talking about. The
Are you talking about the
Foxfire.
battlefield? Mm-hmm. Yeah. So there's apparently a lot of stuff at the battlefield. Okay, so I get what
Is
you're
that
saying.
Foxfire?
That there's like there's an imprint of something. I get that, and I understand that concept, but I don't know if I agree with it not happening unless you're there to witness it. Unless that's just how that works. Like it could be
You're calling attention to the
carrying out all
specific event.
the whole time, but it's just maybe if time is a flat circle and everything that has ever happened happens all at once.
And it's just continuously occurring there.
Or if something traumatic happens, there's like
Always extra
There's like a
energy.
window, or like there's like the barrier gets more thin.
But
I
leaning
don't know.
into the theory of like
That's
calling
reasonable.
attention to it is also like implying a couple other things. Like
Will-o-wisp.
that's just as easy as saying you're using your energy to create it because you've heard a story. It's like it would have to be. It's never random. It doesn't seem like anyone. The stories are always like, and they heard this story years before. There was an initial like traumatic event, and then the story got passed down with people that saw things. It would be completely random in the sense of like you would see something without explanation often. There wouldn't always have to be a story attached to it to where you knew what it was. And it seems like almost every sighting has some kind of attention or it has some kind of story that you've heard before. And so leaning into you're making the particles what you want them to be, then you're just making shit up. Right? It's because if they're doing so, if the energy doesn't exist while you're gone and you've taken it from something you've heard, if it's not a literal traumatic event that happened to you, you're calling the attention to those parts. You're putting extra energy into something and seeing a ghost. Right?
Yeah.
It's you.
Everything's
It
a
might just
poltergeist.
be in your head.
Well, yeah, there's always
you might be doing this.
There is
shit.
always the existential argument of you're making it all up.
There's
There's always that.
It's an easy one to debate, though,
Which
almost
is-
because it's like.
Well, which one do you think would be Occam's razor? So what's the
Yeah.
most likely to be true?
It's you.
Yeah, that's what I was going to ask. Is intelligent haunting or residual haunting more likely?
I think the quickest
I don't
way
know. I don't know if that's even answerable.
is that it's.
No. Yeah.
I think
No.
about what's actually more possible. You or the world. Of course, the world is more possible to be in existence than you are, even though you're all you know. It's something I'm trying to work on. It is more about like if very few sightings happen, then it's not just a thing in existence. It's like a very localized thing, which I lean more hallucination. I lean more it's on the people that see it than like the fact that it's you versus anything else can exist. Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because that's the argument that I come to first is like, am I making it up or does it exist?
Yeah.
And that argument between me and the universe is not winnable.
What is that called?
But if there's not enough proof to like even fancy,
Can I not
the-
fancy the
yeah,
thought?
if there's not enough to really, it's so rare that anyone has any kind of experience with something otherworldly, and that's fucked up to me because that means I would assume most people that are actually going through shit like that, if it exists, are staying quiet
Yeah.
because they're
Midsummer?
scared. So like,
Sideswipe.
if all this shit exists, the people who really know are really quiet because they're not showing shit. The only people who tell us about anything are people that are alone in their experience. Do you see what I'm saying? It's a one to a small group of people. It's not a religion coming out with thousands, hundreds of thousands of people being like, we seen God, we can show him to you. Like, we can bring him in a room and it's fucking wild and we all get lifted off the ground. Like, if that shit existed, it would trump everything if someone had proof, right? So it's like, if anything exists, it's super secretive and super elite and fuck you.
Well,
and if nothing exists, then I think, that we're in trouble.
Dude,
because everyone thinks something exists.
I love those relics, man. I was watching this one episode of a show where they...
I'm not even sure if something exists.
Dude, Toby, I think that, honestly, man, isn't that the point, though?
Yeah.
That we make it up, that like...
The ride, it's all about the ride, the questioning.
Well, that in itself is a way to look at it, but I also meant in the sense of... We're here to witness it, so it's real. We do decide that it's real. All of us together decide that this is real.
There's a lot of lenience to that, but I will say I like your. We're here. Are you on the? We're here for the ride philosophy. Is that your thing now?
No, I've always thought that like the whole point of life is to experience.
I'm a being alive. Sure. I don't pick
instead
sides.
of because I think that we all come from the nothing that we're going back to. And being nothing for eternity can be boring, so we decided to be a bunch of little things all spread out in various degrees of being alive and being conscious, so we could experience something.
So you think if you had to put a point or a why, using your own terminology, like I've never heard that word before. Why?
Why?
You think it's for the ride? Is that what you're saying? Is it for the experience?
No, literally to experience
anything,
everything.
I love the out of boredom philosophy. You know, I ride with that shit.
Yeah, we were nothing for just an incomprehensible amount of no time.
We felt
time
that.
didn't.
I've literally
exist.
felt that. I felt like I was in control of everything in moments, and that's fucked up. But I was in control of everything in my mind in moments that I was outside of my mind. And so that's another reason I question about the phrase out of body too, because I use that a lot, and I don't think that might be right. I was still connected to my brain and consciousness in some sense. So it's like I think we're using the wrong term there, maybe, because the astral plane idea makes a lot of sense, but you being attached to your brain through the astral plane kind of throws me a bit. And so it doesn't seem like you'd be able to maintain who you are.
But I also think that
if you went to the real astral plane, like maybe we've made a simulation of the astral plane with drugs or something.
Yeah,
like it's a good simulation. It's been broken down and it's close to what it feels like to be dead.
Well, maybe we knew at one point as being humans, maybe we knew what happens and what this was for, and maybe it wasn't good for us. I feel like at times...
So it's a forgotten knowledge out of necessity?
Perhaps, yeah, because you could also, like, knowing the point... So why do anything with this when you know what's coming after and why you're here in the first place? Because I feel like human beings have that nature to rebel. I feel like that's a thing within us, is to kind of like
very Buddhist a little bit of like the,
because if you know, there's no fucking question. That's it.
Back and forth from.
That's the absolute truth. Why know anything else?
Like I don't know, again, because if we, from like our own minds and meditation and dreaming and drugs, we've created a simulation of what we think the afterlife would be like, or what like extrasensual, like if we had extra senses, what it would feel like to see and feel different dimensions. Like I think it's a simulation. No, I don't think this. I'm just the first time I'm thinking this. When I say I think, that means I'm literally creating the thought. Yeah. It's not that I believe when I say I think. Yeah. Just a clarification. But I think see, I can't say that.
I sincerely hope that there's a trip past the blackout.
Yeah.
That's the fear, would be that
it's
not
just a blackout.
It was simulated and it's just nothing. Yeah,
but then you won't care.
You'll be gone. Yeah,
the perspective would be like infinite, wouldn't it? Like like that moment
feel like I've seen, again, because we've created a simulation of it. I feel like I've seen what it's like to leave my body, but I still be connected. So it's like kind of like being tethered to yourself, but you're able to feel on the spiritual realm or another dimension, or however you want to explain it.
I think you would like get through like a liminal space, like, and then whatever you're seeing there.
I'm still thankful, actually. If it's all fake and it's just black and death and nothingness, you know, I think I'm still thankful for the simulation.
Exactly. You need to teach yourself to be okay with that.
Yeah.
I'm okay with my life going black. I'm okay with what I've seen not being anything otherworldly. I'm okay with everything being in my mind. And I've always been alone. There is nothing. You know,
you don't have to be so dismal about it.
Honestly, like, I
put on the EDM, like, bro. This is when we need the house.
Well, like, no, I think, dude, I honestly think if you are lucky enough to have an elongated death, that I think you're going to have like.
Is that what life is to you? Elongated death?
Well,
no, if you're dying and you don't just
get it.
No, I'm talking about dying from like cancer. Or as opposed to being
for it to take a long time for you to die,
dude. If you have a year,
sick,
so you get so you ease into the transition instead of just being shot in the head.
Exactly.
You like that better?
I think you would have time to be
say
surprised.
Goodbyes.
And also the way that your brain chemistry would play out would honestly be shocking. I think it would shock you.
Well, whatever energy, that again, going back to the ghost thing. When kids die, it's why people see a lot of kids, maybe. Because that was like a lot of energy left over because they had so much
their loved ones or some form of it.
Well, yeah, but also, again, okay, so Robert said your brain is pretty important for you to have thoughts, and your brain will be dead. So there is that aspect of, you know, your brain is shutting down, so your perception is breaking down. So like the parts of your brain are like firing in different ways.
But you have something in your brain that's unexplained, your consciousness.
Right. There's
which
that. So where did that go? That's the whole point. That's the question.
Which might be attached to your brain, which might have something to do with the way you think. I don't know.
At least your sense of self, but I know that I've been completely disassociated from my identity as a person on DMT before.
That's my question about the out of body thing. Mm-hmm. If we were fully out of body, wouldn't our brains die?
No,
no.
I mean, I don't think. I don't believe it.
Not
I don't
poop
know.
my pants and die.
Keep saying I think or I believe. That's fucked. I'm considering. This is what I'm gonna start saying.
Okay.
I'm considering the fact, just for this moment.
I'm considering
that
flat Earth.
That there is no tethering in between some other world, so you were still stuck in your brain in those moments.
Yeah, I mean,
or you might not have a body.
Well, maybe you have an NDE.
This is just the thing I've never thought of. I've always, for my whole life, I've thought DMT was showing us what it's like to pass on because. Again, certain cultures would use it to pass spirits on and things like that. So I always thought, and it's DMT literally in your brain that's released. So I always had this connection of like, I'm seeing what it's like to die. And when I get out of body, that is the other world. I'm for the first time considering that was all made up in my brain. And I have never experienced anything close to death. That is a new thought.
So your pineal gland... or pineal, however you want to say it.
But that's how people explain it.
It flushes when you die. It flushes when you're born and when you die.
Yeah, but we know different version, first off, right? A different, it can be called the same chemical, but it's... But just so from batch to batch, you can tell how different they are.
But even then, all it does is trigger your own release. So what the fuck are you smoking? It's crazy.
Know. See, we don't know these answers. We talk about this, and we always get to this point of like, wait...
I think it's an overlapping space.
They tell you to wait 90 minutes because you've released it in your brain. You have to rebuild your natural supply up. And again, we're taking like a placebo that's affecting the DMT in our brain from a plant.
But you're still ingesting the DMT from another.
See, what if we're experiencing the death of a plant? You already thought about that? What if we're seeing the last life of a plant and we're not seeing human DMT? Have you never done human DMT?
No, never.
So you don't know what death feels like.
But you literally
human.
You do. You
I
do
don't-
human
I
DMT
disagree,
because
yeah.
it just releases your
Yeah.
own.
But you have to take a plant. You have to kill a
No,
plant
there.
spiritually.
I think that there's.
What if it's fucked up? What if you're taking that plant's soul and it was supposed to go into plant hell?
Yeah, what if
Toby.
you eat
What
a
if you're
bear heart?
You're taking a plant's
And
soul,
then you're a bear.
dude. What if you're eating souls every time?
That's the dumbest thing you've said all night.
Just think about it.
I hear
man.
you, bro. I hear you. I disagree.
It's misled. I think it's
I do think that like you can pick up on the influences of the things that impacted the DMT that you're smoking.
Have you considered?
I think,
that
but
you're making all this shit up.
I know that I've had shared experiences.
yes,
with both of
100%.
you.
Yes.
Yeah, I could easily make that up. Just
Well,
like
so
you
I
did.
feel like it really is like us tapping into an overlapping reality.
It's so beautiful if it's that, you know.
I mean, it
Well, I
has to
think
be.
I don't know if it's another reality. What I think it is
down
I
if
think
it's that. Don't get
I mean,
me
so
wrong.
we're
I want
existing in all
something
these
cool.
places. Some things exist in all of them at once.
I
Some
love
things
that.
only
I
exist
love
there.
that theory. Theory. Everything's.
I think it's just stuff that's always here. I think our brain turns it off.
We're not tuned to seeing that stuff.
Yeah,
We're not tuned to it.
because I don't know if we're supposed to be there while we're here, right?
Oh, there was some weird convention Zena and her friend were trying to go to that they were like, you guys should go and film. And they do like, they do aura pictures. It was one I remember. I don't remember what else.
I'll
This kind of explains the whole thing. You're like, I get the whole thing. But that was the one I was like, that would be fun to get our auras pictured.
let's
see-
do it. Let's turn it
let's see
into
what
content, bro.
colors we are.
Let's get into pseudoscience, everybody.
No,
Let's
I
go.
mean,
Yeah,
what
let's get
is-
some DMT. Let's get a laser.
No,
We're gonna do that.
You
Don't-
still want to do
I
that?
about
Don't
called-
make fun of that.
Again, no, I about called you baby. I accidentally called people baby when they like really.
Girl, I know.
What I meant to do was be like, oh man,
Uh-huh.
thank you for reminding me of that. I have to do that.
I know.
I have to get the laser and do the Deems thing and see the pattern, the language,
code,
the code,
the matrix code, bro.
But it's more like a language. It seems like, yeah. But no, I guess the Matrix thing was based off of something like that. Maybe the idea
Binary.
of a code. Yeah, it's based off of alien binary. But no, not binary. That's only two numbers. It's a language. It's not binary.
It's binary is a language, but okay.
That's only two. Oh, you think?
It is.
That's fair, but I feel like you have
It's
to have
literally-
more than two characters
it-
to be a language, and that's why it's
Toby.
called binary.
Toby,
but
Toby,
Toby,
dude.
baby.
Put it in reverse. Put it in reverse, Toby.
You have to have more than one.
Oh
What
my
about
God.
one character? Is that a language?
It's the sequence
There's
of the
many-
numbers
yes,
correspond.
obviously. But you only have two characters.
So my brother worked for Comcast for a long time,
I think you
and he learned
have to have more than
binary.
two. For fun.
He had to for his job,
But he just knows it now.
or he
For fun?
did. Not for fun. I said
I think it's
I
for
said-
fun still. Why would you? You have to learn it to code? No. Why did you have to learn binary? I took coding classes, dog. You have to learn binary.
binary? Binary system is the primary language of
That's like
computing systems.
That's some old shit. He's literally having to learn this for what?
For his job, he
fuck
worked for
me.
Comcast. He had to do shit. I don't know, man. I didn't do his job.
That's stupid. I hate it.
00100110001001001.
Dude,
But you would call But see, this is the language.
This is the language
once
of
you
the
use
enemy.
I saw
Oh,
a
shit.
Jacob Collier video that frustrated me very much recently, where he said there was a game he figured out when he was younger was how to use his fingers to do 5 different polyrhythms with each finger.
What a fucking
I was
That's
like
wild.
autist.
yeah.
Oh yeah, you just keep in. Well, you start with the one. I get that.
He
And then we
explained
go,
it, and I did. It made
Two,
me
I can get
more confused.
Yeah, it just made me
3.
angry.
3. You know, we're working.
I swear to Christ, it looked like he was
4?
like I felt like it was a
think
kid
I'm
who was
losing it.
lying to me
Yeah.
about higher knowledge.
Right. Yep. Always those.
I don't
kids.
trust it. I don't trust you, Jacob.
Dabber says y'all have the same algorithm because he got that video too, I guess.
Thank you.
Other boys.
I love the way he dresses too.
Yeah. Just
Yeah.
like
Dresses.
a lesbian art teacher.
Yeah.
I never
Yeah.
noticed how how have you picked
So
that
in
up?
Dude,
This
he's
one-
always wearing some loud ass clothes.
A lot of
that you
rainbows.
Never
He
see
loves
that. I've seen
rainbows.
a lot of videos of him. Never noticed.
He's
what
wearing a lot of rainbows.
You
or a
also
lot of-
love lesbians. How are you not all up about Jacob Collier? He looks like a fucking. He looks
looks
like
like a
your
lesbian.
grade school art teacher.
I like that video where he's like,
about lesbians.
no, I love lesbians, but the one where his
love
fan asks him what his favorite chord right now is.
What? Ugh.
He's like, actually, my favorite one is this one.
I've seen one of those with the kid who was asking. It was like a
Well, it's like his.
something. It was
Patreon
a
thing.
D911 with an added 13.
I know he
Shit
talks about it like
that.
colors, like it's like a picture. He's like, and then a
Some
nice,
special
nice,
thing.
a nice 11 on there.
That's special. You know, people that see music like that, like
Yeah.
maybe we missed something.
Well, I mean, you know, it's all, you know, a collection of efforts. You know, not one person is going to be like completely perfect with everything, you know? So you might have someone who
There's
has a
something
wider
he's
range.
There's something he's really dumb at
What do you feel
that
like
you're
you
probably
have to
really
add?
good at.
You know, what do you want to add?
Yeah.
Instead
are
of
you
know
ready
other
to stop
people's shit?
taking and start adding?
Yeah. Instead
Ready
of
to stop
learning shit,
subtracting?
what do you want to add?
How about you multiply?
Add something you want.
Multiply your additions.
Yeah, I'm doing math in my head right now. It's wild.
I want to
Going
see
so
some
quick.
relics, though. I feel like that's something I want to do in my lifetime is go to museums, maybe.
Dude,
Yeah, fuck
love
yeah.
museums. That was like my
Where-
anytime we would get into a new city, I would try to find
Man,
the,
dude, I'm
the
telling
free
you,
museum I could go
If
to.
we go into a new city together and you tell me to go to a bar with you, I'm like, yeah, I'd love a drink, of course. But can we go to a museum,
Museum?
after?
You know, I was also really salty. I was like, so what's the deal with England and pubs? Like, I was like, is it cheaper than water? Like, why are pubs so big?
It's community.
Okay.
It's always
It's just
been
what
that
they
like-
call
way.
bars in Ireland.
I know,
right?
but like, if it's like, you know, like we
To
were
the
hanging
bar.
out and it was just like middle of the day and we were like, I don't know, I got $7. You want to go have like 3 beers? Like,
Yeah.
if it was $1.50, I would go to pubs more often, maybe, if it was cheaper.
And some fish
Like a
and
good beer,
chips
if
or
you got, like, a
something.
really good
See, I
beer
like
for,
the
like,
food
$2.
at a pub. It's like deep fried fish always. Some good
Yeah, you
French
can't go wrong.
fries,
Like
simple.
a lot, you know, some of them will have like a shepherd's
good.
pie that's pretty good.
Oh, I fuck with shepherd's pie
Ooh.
heavy.
I'm saying?
There's this one bar in town that I was always a big fan of for their egg rolls. They always had experimental egg rolls that I was a fan of. You know what I'm talking about?
Well, the one I worked at, I really loved. We had Reuben rolls.
That's one of them.
Yeah,
like a
dude.
Philly roll. Are you kidding me?
there was something about the Reuben roll.
Reuben
Like,
roll is
Wait,
so
is it a
fucking
Reuben?
good.
It was.
It's a Reuben in a wrap.
And
yeah,
an
it's
egg
corned
roll.
beef. Yeah, it's an egg.
It's an egg roll
got
filled with
I can't even
sauerkraut.
imagine.
Yeah,
That's too
dude.
much.
cheesy
and fucking. It's got the Thousand Island in it, bro.
You-
I don't
in
prefer
it?
a Reuben.
I'm gonna dip it,
Oh
It's
yeah,
a
that's
weird
right. It comes with
flavor.
Dipper.
dude. The Philly roll though.
And I worked there.
Okay.
The Philly roll makes sense to me. If
Philly roll's
Philly
good.
cheesesteak.
That's like
oh,
a
they
Hot
had a
Pocket.
black and blue burger egg roll there too, which I fuck with too.
Just don't like. I'm not a blue cheese guy, man.
I wasn't always.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Sounds-
There's some.
It's
You know,
so
I'm a
fucking
cheese
good, though.
lover. I do love cheese, but there's just something about the blue cheese
So
that I'm
the
just
chee-
not a fan of.
Well, so the thing with cheeses is sometimes the funkier cheeses need another flavor happening to unlock it.
yeah.
You know, I don't like penicillin flavor in a cheese though. That's something I don't fuck with. I barely like brie, and I don't like camembert.
Dude, I love brie. I'll
Brie-
eat like
brie's
a whole
good.
thing.
Brie's
I
solid. Bake it.
Yeah, just hot brie,
Yeah, just bake like a baked.
burnt hot brie.
Yeah. Yeah, well, you know. Oh, so Midsummer. You want to talk to me about
Yeah,
Midsummer?
dude.
So I watched it. I fucking like Ari Aster as a director.
He's fucking incredible. He's like the
I haven't
next
seen
best thing. He's
Beau is Afraid. Have you seen that yet?
yeah.
I-
It was
I'm gonna see
fucking
it.
weird.
I want to see that, but I haven't seen it. Midsummer though,
Midsummer.
fantastic.
It's a great movie. It's almost a perfect movie.
It's so good. It's so good. I love modern horror films right now.
They're calling it elevated horror.
Legacy
horror.
horror.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, of course, we love Hereditary.
Hereditary is what started all this.
Yeah. But he's also the one that did like the.
Ooh, I saw Saltburn recently, which is not even a horror movie, but it was fucked up and I loved it.
Okay, I haven't watched Saltburn
So
yet.
one of the guy that's in Gran Turismo, that's in Midsummer, the British guy, you know, the couple that goes there. And he's in Saltburn.
Okay.
Sorry. Saltburn. Yeah, sorry. I'm just saying he's an actor that's in both movies.
Okay.
But Midsummer was sick, and I guess I'm late to the party.
Dude,
Have you seen The Whale yet?
I hadn't thoroughly enjoyed a movie the way that it just hit all my spots.
Barbarian's fire too.
Barbarian is incredible.
The Ritual was good too.
The Ritual's good. I just the idea of Midsummer is just it plays on that like everybody in that movie is fucked.
Yeah.
Like from
No one's
the
okay.
beginning. Yeah.
No one's right.
There's no good guy in that movie
at all.
Like there's like everybody you think is a victim is also like a willing participant in it. It's super weird. And I love folk horror. Mm-hmm. Like I've always really been drawn to it. I love the culty stuff. Yeah. Of course, it really scratches an itch for me. It's like, okay, yeah, I need to pull
also
back.
Just the very aged quality to that, you know. So it's like lost knowledge, like the runes. Mm-hmm. Like so, this is all established forms, and I think that's why I liked fucking.
Oh yeah,
Hereditary.
it's very crazy. You know, when they get to a certain age, we just throws them off of this. Well, they willingly jump off of this crib.
Yeah, it's like what happens after they turn 72?
There is nothing. There is nothing after that.
So like knowing that, so that's a really rewatchable movie. But at the beginning, so like when they're doing the opening ceremony,
how did you not know that girl's period blood was in your lemonade? It is obviously a very different shade from everyone else's.
I was so relieved that cannibalism wasn't an element.
No, it's just a pube and a pie.
Yeah, consumption of body fluids. It's just so fucking gross. But
I wonder what when they rolled the heads down the temples, like with some Mayan shit. I wonder what they thought where they thought they were sending them. Did they think they were passing them on, or was
there was a whole thing. There was like a whole.
It's a land. They're sending them to a land.
They don't send them to their version of heaven. They send them to like a purgatory place or a hell.
No, they live on forever, and I forget what it was called. I forgot what it's called already.
So a peaceful place. Is that like kind of like sacrificing yourself?
So there was a difference between like, I think I might be mistaken. We could look this up, but let's just speculate for a second.
No. What do you?
I think that it was different for people that they were sacrificing. Because they would sacrifice virgins. They would
Sebulba. I think Sebulba, is that what it was?
Were they just sending them on to the next life kind of thing? Because when you do this,
because they would also do it for prisoners of war as well.
It's a land of the gods, is what I think it is.
If they sent them to the same place,
yeah.
Because like the whole like suicide for a heaven with virgins thing too is like another play at
that's
like
a martyrdom.
the afterlife, yeah. And we're giving it as an option. But what did they do? The sacrificial ones, I feel like they were sending them to what they believed was hell, right?
No.
Okay. That's what I was asking.
And it's funny.
I don't know how to ask Google about that shit.
Sacrifice people to the god of warlike aspects. The victim would be placed on a sacrificial stone. The priest would then cut through the
Where did they think they would go?
Obsidian or flint blade. Heart be torn out, still beating. They would hold it up in the sky.
Yeah, towards the sun god. How do you pronounce that? Huitzilopochtli.
Oh, yeah. Huitzilopochtli.
Huitzilopochtli.
Yeah, because they weren't technically the Aztecs. They were the Mexica. Character of the Mexican people. The sun, the zenith, the sun god. So they were just sacrificed.
The body would be pushed down the pyramid. The stone recreates the story. Sister who is dismembered at the base of the mountain, just as sacrificial victims were. Body be carried away, cremated, or given to the warrior responsible for the capture of the victim. Either cut the body into pieces and then send them to important people. Mob shit way back.
Oh hell yeah, dude! Where you think the mob got it from, dog?
Yeah, on a platter. Put his head on a platter.
Bring me his head on a fucking plate.
Silver. I like
Princess
silver.
Diana commemorative
We're not into gold yet. The warrior would thus ascend one step in the hierarchy of the Aztec. So, for every one person, you send one step. That's
fucked.
wild.
That's fucked.
How many steps were there?
Duns. Okay, so did you get your answer?
No, I haven't found where they go. It's fine. These are further research.
Deities.
Yeah, can we try to ask it, like, where did they think
ChatGPT.
sacrifices went? Yeah.
Where
did Aztec sacrifices believed to be going to or something?
Hell yeah, that's a great question to put in Google.
But ask ChatGPT, it'll tell you.
Where did that
You and Toby
Aztecs
both are great at questions for me to ask Google.
good
Yes,
at
just say,
questions,
where did the Aztecs believe they
sacrifices souls went to?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a really specific question. Where do you think? Is that how you started? Hey, Google. What do you think?
Eastern Paradise, the House of the Sun, was the home of the souls of warriors who were killed in
Warrior.
combat. This also
Nope.
included the souls of enemy warriors who had special god of the enemy dead. Sacrifice victims went there also. Okay. So the Eastern Paradise.
Everyone went to the House
of the Sun. Love that.
The House of the Rising Sun in New Orleans.
Well, there is a house in New Orleans.
Just to read it.
Called the
So
Rising
this
Sun.
also includes the souls of enemy warriors who had a special.
But also
God of
sacrificed
enemy
victims.
dead.
And just everybody.
There's a
everybody sacrificed victims also.
Who had a special? I think that's like that must have been like a more civil death, maybe for like honorary warriors of the other team.
I don't think that they were into it, man.
So-
I don't know. If you're
I don't think
you're
every
probably
like
you're
the
away
virgin
from home and you've been captured.
I don't think
and
they're
you're
sending
being taken up.
pieces of shit and virgins to the same place.
I think that's just where you go. So like I don't. There might have
You
been
think they're all-
like.
that's fucked up.
I mean, you don't want to go to the Western.
If you're a
Paradise.
pedophile or a kid, you go to the same place.
You know,
paradise.
back in the day that they were kind of about that. So
Oh, yeah, weren't they?
Well, it depends on how young. I think there was always a line.
Well, I hate that there was like a relationship and it was seen as a higher relationship where they were like elder guys teaching younger guys stuff.
You didn't like my joke of there was always a line.
yeah.
There was always one.
There was always a line out the door. No, that whole like mentor mentee bullshit is gross.
Yeah.
But if anyone's looking to get famous,
Where are you
I
guys
thought you
going
were
after
asking
this?
for a mentor. If there's any old sugar daddy out there,
Where are you
that
guys
one-
going
hey,
after
teach
this?
me something. P Diddy me.
yeah,
dog.
times are desperate. Toby is
Hey, don't throw me
eager
up. Can
and
we?
willing to learn.
This is why you keep getting molested.
I have to get P Diddy out of all of us.
You were the one
Are you guys
literally
not
asking
I'm
for
just
it.
asking you guys now. Will you guys
Oh.
get P Diddy for me?
No.
You
Yeah.
said mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'll do whatever you want.
I'll
Man.
do whatever.
What if
you
it helped
want,
us
Daddy.
all? And what you P Diddy is? P Diddy for
No,
us?
yeah, get P Diddy.
Yeah, what are you asking me?
Will you get P Diddy?
diddled?
Man, coming from you wearing that shirt, man, you look like a bag of money, kid. I do.
You
anything
do
for
look like whoever's gonna go to the Dead and Co
I'm
at the
P.
Sphere.
Diddy.
Look at you. You look
Oh,
like
yeah,
you drive
dude,
a
this is a
Subaru,
Su-
dog.
Man, if you can find a picture of some guy in there looking just like me, I will not talk to you ever again. Don't do shit like that.
You look just like a
I like
trusty
setting up
kid.
scenarios and then completely bailing. That's just
Yeah.
funny to me.
Yeah, that looks like a $200 shirt.
This is like a $200 shirt.
Does your
I just
dad
said
It's a
own a
Walmart
dealership?
shirt.
Magellan?
Yeah,
That's a good
Toby
company.
drives
That's a
a
hell of a
1985 Land Rover as a
Pristine.
choice.
Yeah,
Pristine.
it's
As a choice.
pristine.
He
It's,
Oh, it's
chooses
so
to drive
clean.
that
You
with
can
that hot
sniff
sauce
Coke
money.
off of the steppers.
Yes.
Off of
Yes, he's the heir apparent to the hot sauce.
I
fortune.
did always want an old Land Rover, though.
Really? That's gonna be you, man. I'm gonna get you one. I'm gonna get you an old one. No, I ain't gonna get you a new one.
I wanted an
Now
old
that
one.
you said it,
Yeah.
I don't.
Yeah, let's talk about what we're getting to.
What car do you
this
want?
birthday. I
You gonna
want.
give
I
me an
want a
old Land
Subaru.
Rover for my birthday?
I want a Subaru.
Man, I could as a joke. It wouldn't work good. It would be probably barely drivable.
Yeah. What am I driving? Subaru, dog.
You want a Subaru?
Yeah,
Just
I've always wanted a
Davey wants
Subaru.
Like an
Land
Outback?
Rover.
Anything.
Anything.
Any kind of Subaru.
Okay. Give me anything.
Yeah, dog. I've been,
I wanted one of the Bajas.
I found a.
It's like a truck.
Yeah. I want an Aztec.
I watched a few of the. Oh man, I felt so weird and guilty watching MrBeast videos the other night.
Why?
Because he's like the most hated YouTuber.
Is he?
And he's like early 20s, so rich, so much fucking money to throw around. It's crazy.
Do you know who Gary
And
Vee is?
I just never watched it on purpose. And then I watched a couple and I was like, we can do this.
Feeling the white guilt watching MrBeast.
Dude, but no, he somehow gets away looking like a fucking hero, like living the best life and just giving up money. He just throws
this
money
might
around
be-
like
this might. Yeah.
this
The
might-
taxes might ruin your life, but here's an island.
he
This,
throws. No, that
Are
shit
you
didn't
sure
work
you're
out
not just
well.
jealous right now?
But I think he's a ham. I think he's hamming it up. No, I think that this motherfucker's business. He has he has nothing to do. He can't do anything. Doesn't have talent.
Well,
jealous.
He wanted to.
He knows how
I don't
to-
remember exactly what he started
how
out
to
making
move
videos
shit.
about, but I do know that he rose to prominence because he was like, I just want to make it work. He's like, I just want to make it. So
One of his
he
first
made it.
videos-
And
Dropped
he-
out of school, didn't need to do it.
Yeah, and he's apparently been doing
One of his like viral.
So is it like
video-
fake when he says that he's like doing good overseas in Africa and shit?
He's
Is that just
giving
fake?
away a shit ton of money. It's just all sponsored, and he's making way more. Like he makes videos that get like 150 million views and shit.
Gary
like,
Vee is the Tony Robbins for millennials. You're correct. Adam.
I was so confused. So, dude,
Gary Vee sucks though.
He
dude.
does.
He's too aggressive. Like honestly, don't respond to that shit, and I shut down when someone talks to me like that.
Sure.
It's not motivational.
well,
you
I
know-
was surprised that
Are you a Gary Vee'er? Is that what you said?
I didn't
So,
say anything.
at
You
this-
said a lot with your breaths.
at the skating rink. There is like a quarter machine,
for
and it,
Gary Vee,
and it turned out he did.
inspirations.
No. He has a company that he sells these things, and there are 4 different ones, but they
The ones you can't make money off of and that build up.
No, he
One of
just, dude, he just sells them. And like, so the thing came out, I took a picture of it to try to figure out what it is,
Yeah.
And apparently it's like one of his products, and he sells them like it's a vending machine it's just shocked the shit out of me. And I think they're called like, I looked them up, they were like V-Pals or something, but they're like little squishy
He's just straight,
toppers for pens.
He just teaches
Interesting.
you how to scam.
It's the
Like,
weirdest thing.
Have you seen his years and years ago? He made these shitty drawings and sold them as NFTs.
Yeah.
They were horrible.
Well,
And
because
then
he was a
made-
proponent of like, just get into it and do it. It's the next thing. Just everything that's the next thing. Just give it a shot.
That's
He's just a
because
hustler.
He wanted you to buy his.
Yeah,
Like,
no,
that
he's
is-
a hustler.
It's just a scam, though. He sold an NFT of his house, so you get pictures
Dude.
of his house.
Toby, everyone's just trying to make money.
Yeah.
Everyone's trying to sell out.
Like, I love how you've completely flopped on yourself. You've completely
Except for me.
No,
gone
I
to the
see
other
it
side.
both ways. It's fine.
I'm the only one that's doing shit not to sell out.
Yeah,
Oh, so now I'm
I'm
I
like
wish
the-
I felt
you've
like
eaten
that.
your way through to the
Yeah.
other side.
I
Ben
wish,
Franklin is
man.
selling out. I have just found every way
Ben
not to
everybody
sell out.
knows about Ben Franklin. That's not even hipster.
Well, I mean, Gary Vee's just another guy who gets in your face and is like, "Do the thing," because I mean, people need.
But you like
some
to be
people-
yelled at.
I like to yell at myself.
So
No, you don't.
Then you like to be yelled at. That you want someone to yell at you and you do it. 'Cause you
No,
feel
I
more
don't.
comfortable.
I don't really respond well to being told what to do. I mean,
don't.
I'm trying to work on
But
being
you
more
like-
open to other people's ideas.
But
But
that's cool. It's good. See, we're working on ourselves.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm trying to be more
Goddamn.
open to that instead of immediately shutting down.
It's a good thing.
Also, I don't
But
like
you like
it when
to yell at
anyone's
yourself. That's how you
aggressive.
motivate yourself, though. It's with
I
aggression.
feel like, yeah.
No, not all the
You
time.
want to make yourself
Okay.
teachable. You want to be like teachable, right? Like you want to be able to like
Yeah,
interact
you
better
want to
with
be
people.
able to learn. If you fucking cut yourself off, you're stubborn and you're stuck in the past. The day you shut yourself off from new
It
knowledge,
doesn't do well with others.
Why are you doing a podcast right now? You could be hitting a garage sales and flipping things on eBay because Gary
Dude.
Vee also made a fortune flipping baseball cards. Apparently,
does you might want to buy the second
I wanted
coffee
to
pop,
I wanted-
$100 flat, and plus shipping.
plus shipping. I'm paying for that.
I drove by a yard
you
sale
want
and
it,
I
get
was
it.
so upset because I totally had time to stop.
Yeah, why didn't you stop?
Your garage selling?
dude. If you see them, ask me if they got comics, and if they got comics, fucking call
Think of me. Yeah.
Think of me, bring me there.
Well,
no,
'cause
I
I'm
ain't stopping
about
someone's
to,
garage,
Dude,
maybe
yeah,
their yard.
Like, how the fuck
Not
are you
walking into
supposed to?
your
Yeah, like,
garage.
there's no way to know about yard sales unless you're just driving.
Yeah, they're not.
Sucks.
They need an app for it. Make the app for it. Be the
Oh
tech
my God.
guy.
something
Get in
like
there.
maybe like if we like
Yard
maybe,
sale app.
No, maybe we make up a name like Craig,
yard sales.
Craig, and then we make
Sales
a
list.
website,
Listing?
yeah, a listing for it, and we call it
Yeah.
Craig's List.
How about
Yeah.
yesterday's news? But it'll be tomorrow's news with yard sales.
Back pages.
It's hilarious. People will get it because it's yesterday's shit. You're buying old people's shit. It's yesterday's news, but it's today's yard sales. Yesterday's news, today's yard sales. That's
Okay.
our fucking quote right
One
there.
man's yesterday's news
Is today's yard sales.
is
Yes.
another man's today's yard sales.
One man's yesterday's news is another man's today's yard sale. Come at 9. No later. Only come at 9.
Yeah.
Not before or after.
Well,
Holy shit if you were all up at 9.
I got back into collecting comic books after a long time, and
Do you want a comic book?
to support my comic book collecting, I'm gonna sell them. I'm gonna sell some because I've got
Gotta
some that are
feed
worth
This
your
reminds
addiction
me
with
of
your addiction.
Parrish
That's
and his
magic cards.
yeah.
But I mean, like, there's not a ton of books that I want. You know, I've gotten
Until
a
you see
lot
'em.
that I wanted. You know, I kind of
You'll
went and
never
found
know.
them.
Until you see
honestly,
'em.
I think comic books is probably a very solid investment.
Dude, some of them are expensive.
And
The-
it's never gonna just.
The single issue that I have that is worth the most raw, which means it's not graded, is Star Wars #1, and it's a reprint. And the reprint is worth more than the first edition. And it's $250
It's
raw.
just Star Wars #1? Like nothing before? There's no Star Wars before that?
As a comic book, yeah.
That's wild.
But it's the
That sounds
reprint,
like a
so
good
it's technically the second
It's
edition.
the rare one.
Okay.
And I've got like a couple variants that are worth quite a bit of money.
I have so many retired Beanie Babies.
Oh, Beanie Baby, let's get it. If anyone has any extra collectibles, give them.
Yeah.
Let's have them,
Man.
and
I wish I had more valuable books.
we'll give you half. You know, let's be a hustler.
Dude, someone came in the other day and it was almost like chicken with them, but one of the customers said, "Man, if you're looking for a book, I will give you all of my Dune books." I was like, "You don't mean that."
You don't mean that.
He brought them in.
Oh, hell yeah, dude.
About 8 Dune books.
Congratulations.
Sell them. Yeah, no,
Give 'em up. Give
I
'em
like
all
a,
your
you,
treasures.
Wouldn't you know? I looked at the listing prices. Like second thing I did.
Yeah.
Oh, this one's
What would you collect
10
if
bucks.
you had unlimited money?
me.
Something small, not crazy, not cars, houses, shit like that. Like, what would you collect on a small level? Just had like
The not
endless
guitars?
cash.
Not guitars.
That's a start. Name
What
another.
would I collect? I would probably like
You think
like-
you would go to guitars first?
if I
After
have
cars and
money.
houses?
Yeah, a little bit, maybe, maybe fragrances, maybe.
Oh,
Yeah,
Have a
maybe.
perfume collection.
fucking Sex Panther wall,
Dude, I was so upset to learn that one of my favorite colognes I ever bought is discontinued, and now bottles of it are going for like $300.
Damn.
I bought a bottle for $60 like 7 years ago, and I was trying to look it up. It's a Givenchy.
Gavon.
Yeah, it was a Givenchy Pi Neo is what it was specifically, and it's been discontinued, and now bottles
Sick.
are going for $300. I was
Oh,
upset.
get into fragrance, man. Be
I
our,
know.
Just be a guy.
Just be a guy. You know, just get out there, be a guy.
Pick a thing, be a guy.
I'm really in like right now. I'm into collecting teas.
I'm gonna go watches for two reasons. One, because holy shit, they just go up endlessly. There's no end to this collecting.
Yeah.
And two, well, no, there's two other things. So three things total.
Flat bills.
Flashy. You can put diamonds. You can put. It can be like jewelry.
Yeah.
But the reason it's cooler than jewelry has a practical use. Even if you don't use it,
it glides.
it has an actual use. And I would want an investment to be practical.
Yeah, I would love
Something
to hear you
could-
justify getting a Patek.
Yeah.
And then telling me it
tells the time, though. It's not nothing. It's not just something to look out. It's useful.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. No, you're right.
But no, that's what I'm saying. If I had an egregious amount of money just to throw at something, it would at least be utilitarian. It would at least be a car or a watch.
Oh my god. Yeah,
Like
compasses.
you got to use it in some way.
Got to be able to use it.
Not just look at.
But
Because
yeah-
like diamonds by themselves.
Cool. I love
Are
that Toby
fine.
has just
But
now,
diamonds around a
passively
car?
put down
On
my
a car?
collection.
Yeah.
What? You can put diamonds on those comic books. Make them worth
Such a
even
dick.
more, dude. Let's invest.
Well, honestly, like, yeah, so
No, but I
cars and
don't-
watches is like,
That's utilitarian, something you can read. I still believe that's in the field of something you can actually use. My point is
Honestly-
to not put something.
I don't. There's a lot that I don't read. If I'm being honest,
Like, I
some
don't
of
like-
these
I don't like
I am
but see, my
specifically collecting to sell.
Yeah.
yeah, well, you're
But
talking
my
about
thing-
collectibles. He's talking about financial
if
liabilities.
you
Yeah.
invest in something you'll never see or get to partake in.
Oh, like
I don't
an
like
NFT.
that. Like a stock.
You're not
fuck
flipping
a
motherfucking
stock, dude.
watches, though.
Yeah, are you
But
gonna
watch,
flip
I can
watches?
touch and like
I can be like,
use
"Ooh,
it.
Yeah,
and
that's
it's
why
cool for
it's
me.
going down. You're like, poke, 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 poke.
Yeah,
Your
it's something.
Patek
I
is
can
going
touch
down.
it.
Every time. Okay, don't touch it. Don't wear it. Just look at it.
No, I want to touch
To tell
it.
the time.
I want to use it. That's my thing. I think comic books actually do lie in there. You brought me to that space as well.
Okay.
I think comic books are just as respectful as watch collecting.
Thank you, Toby. Thank you for saying that.
You know, there's a utilitarian value.
I
of
love that
getting
you
to
keep
read,
saying that.
And there's also story.
Yeah,
which
Comrade
I love words.
Toby over here.
I love words. I love story.
Yeah.
You know, I'm a sucker for a story.
You
dude.
are a
and that's
story
what comic
slut.
books are really about. Is selling the story.
Yeah, visual
know?
storytelling.
Everyone else
You know-
is just a pawn in the game.
I read a really troubling opinion footnote recently in a book. It said that some believe that the Bolsheviks were privately funded by the Romanian elites who happen to be Jews.
Fuck yeah.
And
let's
on
go
that
out
note, and on that
you
note,
know-
don't support Dead and Company.
No, okay.
Don't go to the Sphere.
Okay.
was not
I
gonna
really
say
thought you were
anything.
going a different direction.
Yeah, we're not going to do that. We love you guys. Go join the
Holy
Patreon.
Who cares?
Go buy some merch.
Go do
we
all
love
this.
you.
Oh my God.
This was a good episode up until the very end.
The Bolsheviks were privately funded by the wealthy
Stop.
elites
And that's why you should
to destabilize the monarchy.
Love
You should
yourself.
really get in tune with yourself, look yourself in the mirror, and then stab your arm a little bit, and just to feel what
Yeah,
love
just
is.
to feel life
love
and
and hate.
love.
It's
Hit the
fine.
like button.
Don't cut. Just
On your
poke-
way out, hit the
poke a
like
little
button.
bit.
Let's get up to 50. Come on now.
Please
love
leave,
y'all.
Leave the love. I give you the love. Don't poke yourself.
Poke others.
don't poke.
Poke others with your
You know,
pokey stick.
That's the real message.
Poke.
Don't poke.
Your pokey stick. Poke them up.
Don't push. Don't poke.
Don't let sleeping dogs lie. Wake them shits up.
They need to do shit. They're farm dogs.